on a summer's day, bringing gifts from far away, but he made it clear he couldn't stay. What does he say next? I forgot the next line. Fuck.
We will
But Brandy,
never break the chain.
you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine girl.
We get copyright striked.
We're tired. We're going to get sued.
Relax.
Tyler's voice is so good that we just whole video.
I know they thought I was really singing it. I'm Looking Glass. I am the one singular Looking Glass.
Exactly. Yeah. Welcome to a Hero Story. This is our Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 review.
What's up, cunts?
What episode is this?
1 million.
Wow. Already.
Yeah.
DC 1 million.
Time flies when you're having fun. What episode is this actually?
This is a spoiler review of Guardians of the Galaxy, but don't go away yet. We're not going to talk about it.
Episode 229.
Right away here. So if you want to just hear us ramble for a bit before we get into the movie, we will do so. But the most of the episode is going to be the Guardians review.
If you want to hear a funny user listener submitted story, tune in. Stay tuned.
Right now.
Oh,
right,
now. Literally
the next 2 seconds.
We have a lovely follower called Comics Connor. I'm going to send to the group chat to you guys. He sent this to the Hero Story account the other day, which I then promptly asked him to remove so that I could maintain the surprise. But he said, this happened while I was listening to you guys, so I blame you guys for this. And I've now sent you the photo.
What? Hasn't this happened before?
This might be the third time there's been a massive.
What is going on,
accident.
guys?
But
this isn't our fault anymore, bro. This is not our fault anymore.
There's hundreds of people listening on Spotify right now, probably
who just crashed.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, "Hey, remove that so that I can tell this on the podcast and surprise the other boys with, hey, we've trashed another car." But the story is good. The story is good, and then the story at the very end is great. So I said, "Tell the story," and I was getting back from a golf meet. I guess he plays golf. Nice.
Golf.
I had earbuds in listening to the podcast. Bad move. Mm-hmm. When I got back, I got the clubs out of the Suburban, which I assume is a car. I was putting the clubs in the back of my car when a kid with a truck went flying backwards, hitting the car of which hit me. So this kid hit a car and then hit Connor's car.
Some like John Wick shit. Yeah.
He said in brackets, "I'm fine, just bruised." All the while, I was listening to you motherfuckers talk about Spider-Man wanting to kill himself. And I was like, we sort of talked back and forth. And I said, like, seriously, man, I hope you're okay because that fucking sucks. And he said, "Oh, I'm fine. Gonna have some bruises, though. Feel bad for the kid who hit me. He was worried about getting bullied about this at school."
You're the fucking loser that got hit. You're the loser that hit a car. Yeah,
you totaled two other people's cars, and the only thing you worry about is getting bullied at school. Like, bro, how rich are you?
That's America, bro. That's what I'm telling. This is America.
That's that's such a bad crash, too.
Dude, it's scraped like that entire side and front panel. That's
why I don't drive.
The other car must be so much worse.
So thank you Connor for sending that in, because fuck, the reaction I sent to him when he first sent the story is just like my face like this, and I just wrote, "Oh my god."
That's hilarious.
We gotta stop
That's our second car
cars.
crash, right?
I miss the days when people ride and go
3 or something. My dad was shitting
3.
while I was taking a shower.
Yeah,
I
miss those. Like the shit ones were, they were weird. They were
my
really
dad shit in the shower with me or whatever it was.
Please message us on at a Hero Story on Instagram, or even better, leave us a review on iTunes and tell us something that happened while you're listening to us.
Yeah, like I wonder what the weirdest. Wow. A weirdest thing that's happened while listening to us. But maybe
we had a guy that would rock climb and listen to us. That was awesome.
That's not that weird.
Sean, the better Sean.
It's not weird, but like it's interesting.
Superior Sean.
Well, some people they just put it on their laptops and then just.
There's probably been people that have crashed and they won't even tell us.
Mm-hmm. Hate to know what's on your laptop, Hunter.
Will listen and fall down the stairs or something. I don't know.
But there's some people that like they'll send pictures, be like, "Hey, listening to the podcast," and it's like on the TV and like the whole family's in the room
Yeah,
listening.
that's so
It's like
weird. They're listening to us right now. They're looking at us right now.
Yeah.
Imagine their parents
Hi,
are
mom
there.
and dad.
Yeah,
hello, mom.
Fuck
hello,
you,
dad.
mom and dad. You fucking dogs, shit parents. They've always said that.
For us, like for whoever your children listening to us, not a good move. I gotta tell you.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy.
Not a great
I know
move.
you have a daughter that's probably like listening in the background here.
You wonder why she keeps calling you the C word. I was going to say the word, but if she is listening.
But most of these people are American, right?
I think so, right?
I think that's most of our audience.
Their education system, they're not going to understand anything we're saying.
I was going to say that means they look up to me. I'm their representation on the podcast.
Yeah. They look up to you. That is a rough country.
You know what I was thinking about doing?
It's a bad country when I'm a role model.
I was thinking about for the podcast for YouTube, like we have our names, and then right next to the names is like our flag of where we're from. So like Canada flag, Australian flag, and Tyler has the American flag. And when JD's on, he just has like a Quantum Mania logo or something. He's from the Quantum realm.
The Marvel Studios banner just across his face.
He's not American. He was born and raised in the Quantum realm. Time works differently there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why
he looks like he's like 20 something, but he's like 40,000 or something like that.
I really hope anyone who listened to book club that you guys did yesterday, which I thought was the funniest book club yet because it was the most not really book club.
It wasn't.
It was.
Was it not?
It was. It was 20%
about.
Yes, it was 20% book club and 80% Guardians of the Galaxy 3 hype, which like I appreciated. It was very funny. But my favorite part of it is this when Tyler goes, so Guardians of the and Hunter's just like,
I listened back.
I think that happened like
twice. I was so bothered.
It's like right at the start too, but the fact that it perfectly cut off.
It doesn't happen every week. I swear.
It'll so take far jumps. Today. Like,
oh, you shouldn't have said that, bro.
Yeah.
My God, I'm gonna.
Okay, well,
I got you.
I guess Guardians came out, so that's we've all seen it now. We kind of talked about a lot on book club, but now we've all seen it. There is a interviewer, which many of you know, named Brandon Davis, and he stole our idea. Did you guys see that he went to the Guardians cast and he said, "Hey, instead of interviewing you, I'm going to do a quiz." Did you guys see that?
Yeah. Stole our idea. Yeah. That thing that people have been doing in interviews for a decade.
Quizzes, exactly. We invented it. So in my
I wonder when the first quiz was.
Jesus, on the cross state, I listened to this quiz, and he was quizzing the cast on all the Guardians appearances. Most of the questions are extremely easy, but wrote down every question. I'm going to quiz you guys.
Okay.
The comicbook.com quiz.
That's nice. That's funny.
Like the official one. And it's going to be a competition between you two to see who can get most of them right. You guys are going to get every single answer. Some of them are
competition.
Very easy.
A competition.
This
you reckon?
True.
And whoever wins, Harper buys their ticket for the Flash movie.
The first quiz was the first time the word quiz appeared in print was 1867. And we have been alive since then, so we did invent the quiz.
JD was alive before then too. That's
true.
Yeah.
And after
JD's Vandal Savage,
yeah.
Basically. Yeah. Struck by a meteor.
Can you imagine we found that out? Can you imagine like we're digging through some pictures and like some ancient shit and we see like, that's fucking JD. Like JD's right there.
But he doesn't even look like JD, like a barbarian. It's still tank top, slick back hair, clean. You
imagine we're
glasses.
like someone goes on vacation to like fucking Rome and they see a statue and they're like, I swear to God, that's JD. I swear to God.
No. This is it. We're looking through the archives. We pull out the photo. It's the photo with Wonder Woman and all the soldiers around her, and the one standing next to her. And we're just
yeah. And then we email to, is this you? How old are you?
Harper,
where are you from?
Are you?
Harper, you know Photoshop. I know Photoshop. You take half the century's photos. I'll take the other half.
Is it the one where he's got the heads? She's holding the heads? Is that
or
is it just the normal one with Chris Pine? Is he Chris Pine or is he Wonder Woman?
I guess he's Chris Pine.
Okay.
Yeah,
or he can be like the Native American guy, and then it's like controversial.
Oh yeah,
that's why he doesn't talk about it.
He loves doing stuff like that.
He doesn't talk about it no more because of that. Anyways, yeah. So the Galaxy quiz.
Quiz us.
This is all movies based here. So yeah, I'll be tracking your guys' score. So whoever tells me the answer first. When I listened to it, there's 3 questions that I actually didn't know the answer to. So
Okay.
Is it a hard quiz? You said it was an easy quiz.
it's super easy, but there's just 3 that one of them I guessed wrong.
Is it
and
like
the
a
other 2 I
buzz
had
in,
no
or
idea.
can we just mutually go, yeah, I was
What
thinking
does
I
the
was thinking
tree
that
character
too.
say? I am, and you're like, I don't
They're
fucking
basically
know. How am I
some
supposed to know
expressions
that?
I
like
love
that.
you guys.
I don't know. What would you guys rather, buzzing or not buzzing?
But just say it.
Yeah,
We'll
just say it, and then we could all decide who said it. So first question: what is the name of Peter Quill's mother?
Meredith.
Father wins. All right, that's the quiz.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
She's a fine girl. What a great wife she would be.
Shut
What
up.
is it? What is the name of the bearded alien that takes over
Yondu.
the Ravagers in Volume 2?
Stakar?
No,
Oh, that takes. Oh, is it
Taser
Taser?
face.
that was pretty close.
I think I'd just give that to both of us.
Yeah.
Okay,
give us
yeah,
both a
I'll do
point.
that. I'll do that.
What
What is the
going on
name
over there?
of Adam Warlock's mother?
Aisha.
Yep.
Oh,
Harper, you suck. At the
She's-
beginning
Yeah.
of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Peter
Come and get your
runs to
love.
his ship, he gets on, he
Fuck.
flies away, and then realizes he forgot that there's a woman on board.
Barit.
What is this woman's name? Yeah. It's correct.
Barit. I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
Because he
Okay.
forgets too. He forgets her name.
Harper,
could never
tough
do it.
one. Who kidnaps Peter Quill from Earth?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it Yondu?
Yeah.
Is it
I thought Yondu kidnapped T'Challa.
There you go. There
Is
we go.
it Merle
Yeah.
Dixon?
No, he kidnaps T'Challa. You're right. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, the Collector explains the Infinity Stones for the first time. Name all 6 and match their color.
Name all 6 of them. Oh, okay.
Like we
Time.
could do that, but like I'm just not gonna do that. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, because
that's
we
true.
know that it's time,
That's
power,
true.
reality,
That's
soul.
true.
Like,
Yeah,
what
I
is the
The other
understand these
one,
questions.
mind, red, yellow, green, orange, blue.
I'll skip
It's
that
easy
one.
too,
Purple?
because you can break it down by going Thor: The Dark World,
Red.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Purple,
Purple.
Strange,
green,
Infinity War eventually. Like
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
blue.
Okay, this is the question that I guessed wrong.
Here we go.
The
What's
first
1
scene
plus
in
1?
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is set in what year?
Oh, it's. I actually saw this
1986.
yesterday. 88.
fuck,
Yeah,
Is
it
it
is 88.
Okay,
Fuck.
yeah. Whew.
that was a total guess. I was quite close.
86. I was gonna
To
even guess
stop
like 84.
Ronan, Star-Lord distracts him
Dance
by
off.
singing what song?
Ooh, child,
Things are gonna get easier.
Yeah, that's a tie right there. Bring it down hard.
Gamora.
Peter Quill messages the Nova Corps to warn them about Ronan. In his message, he says he believes he is not that he believes he is an a-hole, but not a
Dick.
Complete.
They got my dick
Oh,
message.
no, not Dick. I need the exact
Is it
word.
100% a
complete?
dick.
Yeah, 100%.
100% a dig. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Mhm.
that really changes the game. That 100%
Mm.
really mattered.
In Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Gamora tells Peter that his ship is filthy, and Peter replies by saying, if you took a black
Jackson
plate
Pollock
to this-
painting.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
we've talked about that line so many times because
Such a-
Rocket says you got issues, Quill, but that
You
is
got issues,
actually
Quill.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It
Like, when
is.
you
It's
shone a
actually-
flashlight in this,
Yeah.
it would light up like a
Like a
Jackson,
Jackson
Pollock
Pollock
painting.
And
painting.
Peter's like looking at the roof and everything. Like the
Yeah, and he just
ceiling.
met these guys too.
Guardians 1, what is Peter Quill's ship called?
The Milano.
Milano.
Yeah, it's the tie right there. Which two? Okay, this is the easiest one.
What?
I could just skip it. Which two
Line.
Guardians go with Thor in Infinity War?
Rocket and Groot.
Yeah.
Rocket
What?
and Groot.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I was
What
thinking
movie
of
is
Fat
that?
Thor at the end of Endgame. I was like, what do you mean they're all on the ship? What are you fucking? Right? Yeah, you're right.
Peter tells the Guardians in the first movie that he has part of a plan. What percentage does he
12.
have? Yeah. Jeez. You're
Sorry.
quick at this. To escape
12%?
the
Your
prison.
math is
To
blowing my
escape
mind.
the prison in the first movie, Rocket says he needs 3 things. What are they?
He needs, I need a
fuck,
guard.
I just remember the
wristwatch,
dude's arm.
wristband. I need that guy's leg. And
Leg.
what does he say? He needs freaking Cornix battery. So figure it out.
You got
right?
you got the word right. Wow.
I remember it because when that movie came out, that was like a clip that they had released online, and I just watched it over and over. And he goes, "I have a plan that requires a freaking Cornix battery." And I remember that.
All right, a few left. They're all easy except for the last one. In Infinity War, Gamora's thrown off a cliff. Where's this cliff located?
Vormir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Drax not like?
That's
why
not the
does
planet.
Drax not like wearing Rocket's jetpacks?
It's because he got
It's just
sensitive
his
nipples,
nipples.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have sensitive nipples.
What Disney character does Peter compare Yondu to?
Mary
Mary
Poppins, y'all.
Poppins.
Yeah. Oh, that was more so Harper there. I'll give it to
That's a
him
great
because he's
joke.
desperate for it. Okay, and the last question that I did not get, which you see 4 cast members from the Suicide Squad in the holiday special. Who are they?
In the holiday special.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
that's gonna
holiday
require-
special.
4 members
All right, well, does
of the
Sean Gunn
Suicide
count?
Squad that are seen. Sean Gunn does count, yes.
Sean Gunn
Oh,
counts.
Nathan Fillion. Was he anyone in the Suicide Squad? Oh, he was the arm guy. Is he in
yeah,
that?
but he's not in the holiday special though.
No.
Fuck.
What about the guy that plays that guy with the guitar, Beezer McTuckalot? Is he one of them?
No.
I would have
No. 4 people in the holiday special.
John Cena.
So
John Cena,
yes.
Margot Robbie.
Yes.
They're on. Remember, they're doing the Hollywood like
postcard thing
tour,
yeah.
and you see John Cena and
Oh.
Margot Robbie playing themselves.
And
I was
there's-
joking.
there's
What in the
another one,
holiday
huh?
special?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're,
well, it
they're
just
not
shows
actual
them. They're
characters. They show the actors.
I just didn't remember them being in it at all. In that?
Isn't
Well,
Palm?
it's just
Isn't
pictures of them.
Palm in the Suicide Squad?
Oh.
Oh, I guess she is. I guess that's 5. Yeah, I forgot.
Palm.
Is she?
Yeah, okay.
She's a dancer in a club.
Yeah, she's a dancer in
Oh.
La
No
Gatita
lines.
Amable.
Yeah.
Um,
There's one character. This
Kevin-
last one has lines in the holiday special.
Kevin Bacon.
No.
When we are born, we are swaddled
Or
in
the-
willow, tickled and
It's
cuddled.
almost
When we grow up, things get muddled.
One more.
As it is.
Let me think. Who do they play in the? Well, that's a wow. That would just give it away.
Yeah.
What Can you give us a hint?
They're on Earth. They're not on nowhere.
Amanda Waller.
No. They're not even the actor. Not even Viola
Oh,
Davis.
they're on
Is it
Earth.
is it the Steve Agee guy?
No.
Is he in it?
No, he's
somewhere?
he's one of the Ravagers.
In
You-
2, right?
You guys give up?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do.
Um.
I want the podcast to keep going,
Yeah.
please.
I don't know.
It is Flula Borg, who's the javelin guy,
Oh,
and the
get
bartender.
Fucking
Bartender in
Javelin.
holiday special.
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake! Remember when he hosted like DC Fandom?
Yo, yeah.
And we were just like, "Oh, get the fuck off my screen,
I
Flula."
play the javelin.
Yeah, I play the javelin.
Yeah, and that
Get
that
fucked.
was the comic book quiz that the cast really struggled with, but he did.
Who won?
Tyler got 48
Ah.
points. Harper, you got 2.5.
2.5. Wow, that's
I
more
gave
than
him
last
half
time.
because
Yeah.
yeah. That's it.
Oh no.
Volume 3.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, go see it, and then
Are we
come
just
back.
starting with spoilers? Like, no, even. Yeah. Why not? I mean,
Well, from now on, if you want to say something, you can say it.
yeah.
Can I recount the hours leading up to this? Like, not just the thing you guys already know. There's more to my day leading up to this movie.
Yeah.
You
Harper
sure?
had a very good or very bad, no good, horrible, whatever that book is
Horrible.
called day.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
a live action movie now.
So you know how
I saw,
for
that
like 10
movie,
years.
I saw that movie in movie theaters, bro.
For like 10 years, I
Yeah.
guess.
You guys know I've been having like this eye depth perception sort of problem, fuzzy head shit, blah 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 blah.
It's
No.
called hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that is. I thought I was like, I'll just get my God damn it.
Fuzzy head.
That's so dumb. That's so
Fuzzy head
dumb.
problem.
Sorry.
The fact that it's a problem too.
Yeah.
I cut it off. It comes back in a week.
I can never escape it. Oh, that's funny.
I always felt like one of my eyes was not up to par with my other eye. And I went, maybe my problem is just I need glasses. I thought maybe my vision is just fucked, right?
Yeah.
Turns out my vision is fucked and I do need glasses. And I have a convergence insufficiency, which I believe is the issue that John Kent was born in. Is that correct?
I was about to say, I think so.
But I have a convergence
insufficiency. Let's look it
insufficiency,
up.
which means this eye is quite strong and this one is
I
not as
see.
strong. And they, instead of meeting at a certain point and focusing on a thing, they sort of meet and then look past the point, and I can't fully focus. So my
Is that not like supervision? That's not better
no,
vision.
It means everything is kind of double vision. Like, you know, when you stare at
That's
something,
not better.
And no, you know, you know when you cross your eyes and you start seeing things double. It's like that, but all the time.
So I was gonna say double vision on paper sounds great. If somebody was like, "You want double vision?" I'm taking.
I'm gonna have
vision.
nerd glasses. Maybe probably not the next episode. I've got glasses coming in 2 weeks, but I will join Tyler and JD as part of the nerd crew.
Hunter, do you have glasses? That's cool. How's your eyesight?
Have I told you my glasses story?
No, you have a glasses story.
Yeah,
please
I can
tell.
save it. I can save it.
No, tell. We're in. No, because I've got more.
Well, real quick, everyone in my family has glasses. My younger brother, all my grandparents, my dad, my mom. So my parents.
I just got this freaking tumor.
Yeah, right. And I just got that. I don't get it. But my parents assumed that I would need glasses. When I was about 10 years old, I was given non-prescriptive glasses just so I would get used to the idea. And I thought that I just needed glasses, even though I could see fine. But as a kid, I thought, no, I need these to be able to operate in life. So I wore them every day. And
did you sleep in them?
No, I didn't sleep in them, but I wore them every single day, these glasses with no prescription. And I'd even, like, as I grew, I'd upgrade them too.
Didn't that just worsen your eyesight?
No, because they were just like glass.
I guess,
there's no prescription there. Right?
Must have looked goofy as fuck.
I saw it's just people with glasses.
I know, but like they don't even do anything.
No, they didn't. I saw Black Panther in 3D. Remember those? And I left my glasses at the theaters by mistake. So I called them and they couldn't find my glasses. So I'm like, oh no, I need new glasses. So I went to get new glasses and the doctor's like, we'll do an eye test while you're here. So I did an eye test and there's like, no, you still have 20/20 vision. You're good. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean I have 20/20 vision? I'm like, no, I need glasses. I've had glasses like past 10 years. So he's like, no, you're good. You never needed glasses. I'm like, what? So I confronted my parents.
My heart to put those glasses on your head.
And they're just like, yeah, we just assumed you needed them eventually. I'm like, I'm 18 now. Why wouldn't you tell me?
I was gonna say, when did Black Panther come out? How old were you? Black Panther
I was in my first year of college, and I thought I needed.
It's hilarious.
Bro, that is so the funny. Most you thing I've ever seen. You just assume that you need glasses.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. That's my glasses story.
What the fuck, man?
So you watched Black Panther real quick. Sorry, you watched Black Panther in 3D, glasses over glasses, and you didn't need to.
No, I take my glasses off and then put the 3D ones on, and I put the glasses next to me.
Because fucking
I can't see shit.
Glasses over glasses is the most ridiculous concept they've ever come up with. I swear, it's fucking torture. In fact, I had to see Avatar in 3D. Oh god. Anyway,
I would just never do that. Just why would you do it?
It was only in 3D. Those fucks, they thought that they could, and they did. And
they thought they could do this to me.
And they did. Yeah, and I watched it. I paid money to see it.
Do this, Carl.
I was like, I saw it 17 times. I didn't want to, but like, I had
but they made me do
it. It made me do it. Yeah. So I got my eyes tested. They broke the news to me as though I had cancer. Like the lady basically went, I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna need glasses. And I went, that's fine. I like glasses. Like she broke the news to me like I was gonna
Oh my god, you'll be Paul. Like JD said.
Oh no.
You get Mary Jane.
Nah, I didn't get black framed glasses. I got clear. Like I got Coke bottle Stephen King glasses. Not quite that level. Anyway, so I got my eyes done. I left and I went, wow, that'll probably be the most eventful thing that happens in my day today. And you know,
was this the day you're seeing Guardians, or was this the day
this
before?
Is the night. This was 2 hours before seeing Guardians. So I found out I need glasses, which annoyed the shit out of me because I'm like, this explains so much. Like playing Jedi Survivor the other weekend and my eyes being like fucking strained. I'm like, oh man, maybe I'm just getting old and I can't play video games. Is it just me or is there 2 Cal Kestis on the screen? Yeah. Is it just me? The graphics significantly worse.
It's just everything's blurry for some reason.
And then about 40 minutes before seeing this movie, I was swiftly tossed out of a 6-year relationship with no explanation. Not to make a big dramatic thing of it, not to talk about it in depth, but that really fucked me up. And so it was nice to go and see a movie like Guardians 3, a real palate cleanser, a real,
real
nice,
happy
fun,
time.
pulpy movie. What do I need post a breakup? My entire life has been fucking ruined. I know what I need. I need Rocket Raccoon flashback sequences where animals are murdered and I'm fucking crying in the cinema and having to walk out. It was fucked up, man.
Did you walk
anyway, 7 out of 10.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm joking.
It's funny. Yeah,
I did this. So the hardest part for me was the animal sequences. Obviously, I love animals, but especially Floor, which is who I'm named after in this one, the little bunny rabbit. Something got to the connection between a lost relationship and the bunny rabbits that I bought that I'm never going to see again. Something was really clicking in the cinema, man. And so at one point, it was like the third flashback, I legitimately went like this. I just had to like cover my eye. I couldn't visually watch it. And like, even if this hadn't happened, I still think it would have, those flashback sequences,
Here's
it was actually too much. It was actually too much for me.
Rocket and Floor would cuddle together when they slept, and that like hurt for some reason.
Dude, it's like it's making me feel something.
When that being said, I was thinking like it's so lucky that I've never owned a pet in my life because I don't have like the tolerance.
Well, you notoriously hate fucking animals.
Well, it's true. I agree with the high evolutionary, but I agree with his mission to create a perfect society. No, but it's like I was thinking like I have a tolerance to this that I guess other people just wouldn't because they think of their animals. I've never had an animal. I've had like lizards in my life. I never had like a mammal, a cute little mammal. So, but if I did, I'm sure that it would fuck me up because I told you guys I want to get a dog over the summer, and I thought about like I'll probably like that dog at least a little bit. And if I like that dog a little bit, I can relate to like, I guess, some level of feeling for these animals in this movie.
Bro. You will bond.
No, I know I'll bond.
You're not going to be saying, like, he's okay.
I had it a little bit. Like, I didn't have it fully. I know people were like, there's a lot of reviews that are like, this movie's grim and cruel. And it's like, I think maybe, it's just that they're animals. And so it seems way worse, and it could.
If these characters were people characters, I'd be like, "Oh, this is sad."
Fucking kill them all.
They're
cute
little
care.
animals. I'm like, "Fucking hell, God, like, bro,
I love his teeth.
His name is Teeth.
Yeah, dude. The scene where Rocket is in, I guess, heaven. His visualization of heaven.
Deadpool
Harry
2.
Potter.
And she's like, "We're all here," and you see Teefs and Floor walking from the back.
Oh yeah, and they're waving. Teefs is waving.
I was losing it. I was losing it.
Oh god.
Was it the fact that they're cute little animals, or was it the fact that my life has fallen apart out of nowhere? I don't know.
I gotta ask
you guys message in a hero story. You tell me. Anyway, listen to this. Listen to this.
Think about all these characters, which maybe we aren't, but imagine they all live. That's the twist. I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, why did I say that? Because I could have just kept it at that and been like, guys, I called it again. But
we were all very wrong. We were all super duper wrong. And
about you guys.
I think for the best.
Did you? So I saw this yesterday. Hunter saw this yesterday. You saw this like 2 days ago, Harper?
I saw this 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago. You were at CinemaCon with Eunice and Soups, right?
Oh God! Nightmare blunt rotation.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't know about because I've been just thinking today. Like every once in a while, I'll just sit and I'll be thinking about the movie, and like I'll just notice a tear trying to get out of my eye.
Yeah.
And like, no, no. I'm in
Get
public.
back in there.
Yeah, I'm eating lunch right now. Like I can't cry about this right now. Yeah, that's how I've been feeling, man.
I've been playing the last song that plays in that movie is "Dog Days Are Over." And I've listened to that twice since the movie came out.
Actually, the last song that plays in the movie is "Come Get Your Love."
Yeah, okay. Besides end credit stuff.
Yeah. Florence and the Machine. That song's from like 2009, bro. You never heard that before?
No, I've heard it before. It's been on like Spotify for a while, but now I'm thinking of.
Have you heard of Radiohead? Have you heard of Radiohead before?
No, I haven't. What are they? Is that like a guy with a radio for a head?
I wish I was special.
Oh, I have his first appearance. Yeah, Convergence.
Fucking special.
It was so morbid.
But no,
This,
the song's a little different now because now I listen to it and I think of Drax tearing up as he waves by the Mantis, and I'm thinking of Groot
No, I
dancing.
think I'm dancing.
we gotta get on. We
Yeah.
gotta get this train on track. How do we talk about this movie? Is the issue? It's difficult,
mean,
right?
Yeah,
Nathan Fillion meat suit.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
I
Wasn't
think
it?
of that and I cry.
Yeah.
All the meat shit in that place. I kept turning to my mate and I was just like, no, don't like this. Don't like this.
Yeah,
at all.
especially when they landed on thing, it's just like there was hair follicles. That was nuts. But
And like when they pull the chunk out and it just makes a little
yeah,
like,
and you see Drax get birthed through the wall.
thing I
that
love
was
the
bizarre.
most is Star-Lord going, excuse my friend, he's an idiot, and Nathan Fillion being like, yeah, I've got one of
got one
those.
of those.
And then he looks at
He
him,
just looks at him.
For
he
so
stares
long.
at him for an extended period of time, and then later on the same thing happens. He's just like, oh yeah, I've got one of those. I know how you feel. Like his whole character is just
worked
being like,
every
I don't like
time.
this
Well, 'cause
idiot.
even when they first introduce him, and he's talking about he's having that Star Wars conversation about the T-16s or whatever, and then the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I love those," and he goes, "No, I just made that up." And he goes,
Yeah, I just made that up. Yeah, it's like, oh, I
Like,
thought
oh,
you said
I
something
thought you were
else.
talking about something else.
No, you weren't.
I think this movie was like perfectly tonally balanced. Like it didn't. None of the jokes took away from the emotion. The emotion was like razor sharp. It really got like everybody. There was some like it got dark and really it did get cruel in places, but it never lost sight of the heart. You know what I mean? It never felt like it was just being rude or mean just to be mean and make you feel sad. You know what I mean? And that's I always appreciate when they don't do that because they could have just made it that Rocket's backstory sucked and then he
It wasn't
dies
edgy.
and it all sucks. You know, like there was a
Yeah.
part
He knew he
at
was
the
safe
beginning.
as soon as he got hit at the
Woke
start,
up.
though. Like,
No,
huh?
I was even thinking like I don't know. I guess this was a spoiler for The Last of Us, but I was like, are they gonna Joel him right now? Like they're gonna kill him at the
No.
very beginning, and then the adventure is the revenge quest. Like that's what I was thinking. I was like, I had no idea what was gonna happen.
Trailer really
As soon as
affected me
as soon as
this
he's on
one.
Yeah, I
life
saw-
support,
yeah.
like 10 minutes in, I'm like, he's safe.
Well, I kept thinking like
That's why I thought Peter was
we see a
cooked.
lot of moments in the trailer where Rocket's
He's
wearing
got
the
the
uniform.
costume. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
that too. I mean, I came to that conclusion, but at first I was like, wait a minute, he's really hurt, and it's like 5 minutes into the movie. Oh no.
Yeah, it came
There was
to my
one
mind
part
too
where
for
I
a
said,
second.
"You've got to be fucking kidding me," and it was this part.
Yeah, that was
the
weird.
Zack Snyder.
I was like, "Come
he's the
on!"
blueprint.
Like,
But it's like
He's- 'cause he's
creation of
Adam.
with Adam.
Yeah.
yeah,
Warlock.
no, I got it. I got it. It's just it's just like, oh,
You should look up
okay,
this
yeah.
painting because they actually recreated this painting.
Mhm.
Did that? What from this movie they recreated?
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
what's the story?
Of
Guardians of the
painting?
Galaxy
Yeah.
Volume 3. So like it's been how long has it been since the second Guardians movie? 6 years for us.
Yeah,
But it's been like a
yeah.
long time for them. It's been like 10 years for them probably. We're taking place this takes place after Endgame, obviously. So Gamora's dead, but she's also not dead. And that's really confusing to JD.
was-
And then
JD.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone's really sad, and we need to, make everyone happy again.
I really did not need that either. This entire subplot of the movie about like lost love and the people that you know, but they're different. They're not the same as they once
Yeah.
were, and
bet
you'll
you
never
were
have
fun.
that back again. I'm gonna
I
kill
think-
myself. I actually think.
Yeah?
I think I might.
Okay.
Unless these.
Well, if you're
glasses
gonna do
really
it, then record it.
change me.
At least we get footage.
Well, I put
Um,
on a hero story. Oh, I actually had a great idea for a hero story.
Is your suicide?
No. My idea was that we go on Omegle and we make like the interested category a hero story, and we like record us chatting to random fans and maybe do a giveaway or something.
Oh, that could be risky.
You think there'd be random fans on Omegle
Risky. Our
chatting
fans
about a
aren't
hero
gonna.
story?
The fucking listeners of this show aren't
No,
gonna be
we
just
would-
like
we would probably
schmugging their meat.
announce-
Like,
We probably announced beforehand. I don't know, Harper. Check the comment
Yeah.
section on our Instagram when you put that green screen of Tyler.
Was it?
oh yeah,
no, what
it
is
was ball. It was.
Oh, it was
Tyler-
just
JD's
nuts. Everyone's just saying
balls,
that I'm
a
holding
dildo.
nuts.
Yeah.
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 That's fun.
I don't think
It's true,
our
though.
fans would get their nuts out. I don't think they would get their nuts out.
What if we told them to though?
What if we did like a challenge though? What if we did like a challenge, and if they win the challenge in the moment, they win something, and if not, we skip them on to the next person.
Like, yeah, we'll buy your tickets for Spider-Verse and they win the show. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, congrats. Next.
I'll PayPal. Yeah. Well done.
quickly exit.
It'll be like a quiz thing. Like you give them one random question. You go, "Who's playing Mr. Fantastic in the MCU movie?" And they go, Kylo Ren. And we're like, wrong, and skip. And then
Hasn't
next
been
question.
confirmed yet.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, I want every gun to fire on that man.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
So the
3.
movie Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Yeah,
volume 3.
So I was blown away that nobody died. But it makes sense. Obviously, it made more sense. And I guess I was just happy that James Gunn, because he it's often this thing where we believe that the end of a character's arc has to come when they die or something like that. Like that's how the only way to conclude someone's arc, and that's never been true. But I think that's just the way we kind of look at things, especially in Marvel and like comic books, where it's like you need to make the heroic sacrifice and all that.
Yeah.
I love though that he can just he ends everyone's arc, at least for now, right? 3-movie arc that is all sustained. There's nonsense that happens in Infinity War and Endgame, but the arcs are, self-contained enough that they happen in these movies, and it doesn't have to end with tragedy or something like that. You know what I mean? These characters all come from tragedy, but they can find each other and they can find hope at the end of the day. I just, it's one of those things where really I was expecting it to be so goddamn brutal, and not that it wasn't, but I came out of it and I was just like, the sky is blue and the grass is green. I love this world. You know what I mean? It was one of those things.
It really was. As soon as
it was a story about the indomitable human spirit, except that it took place in the form of a fucking CGI raccoon. And
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, I read something today that was Rocket Raccoon, when he was invented, his first 30 years of publication, he appeared in 10 issues. Not 10 Rocket Raccoon books, 10 issues alone. That was it.
30 years. Wow.
And he is now arguably the best MCU character. He's it shows that there really is no such thing as a bad story. You could just do a story poorly, because the fact that this worked, I don't get how anything couldn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is just magic. It's fucking magic that this worked out.
I agree.
For as long as it has.
I expected to be walking out of the theater super depressed over what happened, but instead I was crying, but happily. Yeah, I was looking at the stars.
Yeah,
as I walked out of the theater, I was like, wow.
My beloved raccoon, this story was yours the entire time. You just didn't know it. Did you cry?
That was literally,
of course.
Yeah, that was James Gunn talking.
I don't think I've ever cried more in a movie before. Ever.
Oh.
I've cried in movies, but usually just once. I was in tears this whole
I cried for 7 weeks after that Rogue One Vader hallway.
That's fair.
Out of fear?
No, just
you knew he was going to get you.
I just like seeing people get murked.
I think, maybe because this movie did get to me near the end. Well, I mean, it got to be the entire movie, obviously, but near the end, when we're wrapping up everyone's arc and we're saying goodbye, it really did it really hit me, bro.
Guys.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was a bit silly.
Should we go character by character?
Sure. Yeah. Star Lord.
So Star Lord.
We still haven't really talked about the plot. So the plot is Rocket gets shot.
It's not like a linear
Rocket gets shot. They need to save Rocket. They go to the meat place. The meat place doesn't really work out. Then they have to go see the High Evolutionary,
because it's one of those plots that
counter Earth.
The meat place works out, but the meat place was to find out where to go next.
Meat place.
Where to go and then they find Counter Earth, and then they go to Counter Earth, and then they fight ridiculous High Evolutionary. And then they fight him in a ship, and then they bring big celestial head, and that dude got wrecked fairly easily.
The High Evolutionary? Well, I think he's one of those guys that probably has realistically never been in a fight. You know what I mean? He just acts like he's tough.
Yeah.
Just yells a lot, yeah. I mean, they did a good job of making you hate him. He is the fucking scummiest piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, he kicked the cat.
Star-Lord,
that's what he did.
Star-Lord did save several times that it was a face-off. And it was a face-off.
Nice.
Dude. I don't think I've ever smiled as hard at a movie. Actually, John Wick 4. But in the last 5 years, I don't think I've ever smiled as hard as... What do I do now? You open the fucking door. I'm so giddy at that. It's so funny.
Did you guys know that was going to happen? I heard
something about an F-bomb, but I had no idea.
They fucking posted it and they talked about it, and I was like, I wish I didn't know. That would have blown my mind if I had seen that in theaters. And he just says, "Open the fucking door."
Fucking door.
I would have been on the floor laughing. But I fucking knew it was gonna happen. That was annoying.
Apparently, it's just one. That's like they did like 5 takes of that scene, but only one of them is when Chris Pratt actually swore, and they're just like, "Yeah, that won't be in the movie."
That one, yeah, really.
Yeah.
So should we go character by character? Because I think Star-Lord.
There's a lot of
not-
characters in this. Like we'll do
Yeah,
Adam
well, it's
Warlock, and
there's
we'll do.
there's like 8 or 9 main characters in this movie, which is a lot, and considering they all get like proper screen time and arcs and whatnot.
Mhm.
But so like, let's talk about Peter, I guess, right? He wow, what a sad guy. I mean, like obviously he's been through a lot, but he's one of those characters. I think that people, there has been this conception or misconception, I would say, that he's always been like this, like, you know, buffoon and like this idiot who's never really known what to do. I don't think that's necessarily been true, because if you watch the movies, he's had plans and his plans work, and he's like a sound tactical leader, and he's always doing the right thing. He's just, you know, goofy. He's Chris Pratt. Yeah, but he knows what he's doing. He's never been like overly goofy, like tripping over his shoelaces, like people.
He's not completely incompetent. No, he's not.
He was incompetent in like Endgame, but that's because we had to make him funny, you know, like because there's a million other characters.
Even in Infinity War, he's pretty dumb.
He fucking beats the Avengers in Infinity War. He does. He gets them to a standstill by himself, you know.
But when it comes to talking, it's all jokes and everything. He's goofy, but he's still.
But he comes up with the plan that would have beat Thanos if he didn't. Beat Thanos. But anyway, I think this version of Quill though is like perfect. Like this is exactly. I think this is always, and we talked about it when we talked about Donny Cates's book. But I love Peter as someone who is always trying to do better, trying to pull himself together. But like he's got obviously so much weighing him down. But he's always, you know, trying to focus on the right thing. He's just, there's something always in his head. You know, whether it's that in the comics Gamora killed him or in the movie that Gamora's been killed, there's always something in his head that's like stopping him from being a better leader that he always needs to get over. And I love that about Peter. You know, I think that he's a fantastic character, and seeing him evolve and just be the captain is just.
He was very serious in this movie, and
he
took everything seriously, and he was just a guy on a mission, basically.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought he was great, dude. I thought he was perfect.
No mask, though.
That was bizarre, especially because he really could have fucking used it near the end.
I thought it was so funny when you guys said that on book club, and I was listeling to it, and I was like, "Oh, he never uses that."
You have the old one.
Yeah, he doesn't have any of it.
Dang, it would have looked so.
Nor does he have the flight boots, which he could have used at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I thought he was fantastic. Like I love this version of this character. I really do.
It is the best version. He peaked, and he had a lot of development in the end, and now we're Star-Lord grounded.
Yeah, he's on Earth.
The legendary Star-Lord will return.
I don't know that I really care to see him again.
Do you think we'll see a Star-Lord movie?
I have theories on what they'll do with the Guardians next, which I guess we can talk about, but
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Should we move on to the next character?
Yeah, Peter was perfect in this. Yeah.
I thought Peter was amazing. Yeah.
Groot.
Who should we? Groot. I actually thought Groot went to work in this movie though. Like he was useful. He was tactical. He was doing his thing. Like I loved Groot in this. I think this might be the best Groot too.
Good hot toy.
Oh yeah,
great hot toy.
He felt like more like a character than I felt like Volume 2. He was more just like he was a joke that was kind of
like
fuck someone that you pass around a lot.
But that's
I
not
don't care.
the point.
I don't care.
I don't
get
why
that's the point. But
Groot,
here,
Baby Groot, the goat.
They don't
Baby
treat
Groot,
him like he's the cute guy anymore. Like he's like a member of the team.
Not a baby.
Because he's not a baby.
I know. But even in
You're
the first
acting
one,
like
they
the
all
only reason
the first
that
one
Groot
they're always
was a
forgetting
baby.
about him. Like, okay, fine, we'll split 4 ways, kind of thing. But now he's just like he feels like a member. I do wish he talked more, even though it's just I am Groot.
I thought he did talk for a while. There was a while where he didn't talk, and I was like, it's probably 40 minutes in, he hasn't said a word, and I was like, is the joke going to be that he can talk normally? Like he's not going to talk the whole movie, and at the end he says something normal.
When Rocket's like dying, Peter's screaming, and Groot's just like,
he does have like a weird bobblehead.
He was kind of like a background NPC for like
but he was like doing his job though. He was doing everything he was supposed to do, and he was doing it well. I really enjoyed that.
I think it would have been emotional if he did like a very like sad like I am Groot. Maybe his voice cracks or something.
I am Groot.
Yeah.
Sad I am Groot. I thought he was great nonetheless though.
I do think he was awesome.
I think this might have been again my favorite version of Groot.
An alpha Groot at the end.
Baby Groot, first movie. This one, Avengers Endgame.
But Infinity War's number 1 for you, hey?
No, that's the worst one.
Oh, I am Groot.
Yeah,
You pee in the
I am
cup and you throw it
Groot.
out into space and you pee in the cup again. Whatever he says.
I just don't like his head in this one. He's got a fat head.
It's a Funko
He doesn't
Pop
have-
head.
but he's
But he looks like Vin Diesel, and I don't want that.
I did say he's like a
bulbous fucking
bobblehead. Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
I thought
Who
it was
else do we touch?
stupid as fuck too when he faced off with the High Evolutionary. Peter's like, "Now kill them all," and Groot goes, "You know the thing about street fights? The street always wins."
It's
Then he
funny
goes
how the
to the
start
ground
of the
and collapses.
movie they have a joke where Peter's like, "We're not killing anyone," and then when he's with the High Evolutionary, he's like, "Kill
literally
Kill
just
them all.
murder them.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
'cause he
gonna,
found out
I'm gonna
what he
jump
did
out
to
of this
Rocket.
thing with this fucking fat guy. I'm gonna pile drive him into the ground,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna scalp him. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's just yeah. Well, he's been. He saw what they did to Rocket. And I was thinking
Which is
about
fair,
that. Like,
yeah.
that's so brutal to see that because that's his best friend. He says it like 5 times in the movie.
second best friend.
Yeah,
Second best friend. But I think like can you even imagine? Can you imagine one of you guys got like we got like a thumb drive and we see and it's like
JD.
JD getting tortured and we're like, oh my god.
As a
Why did he
baby.
never tell us about this?
baby
But-
JD.
yeah, baby JD
I
getting a
just
metal
picture
plate put in
JD
his head.
I just like his head is exactly the same, but he's got a baby's body, and he's like, where fucking goo, fucking ga,
Ah, it
Googa,
hurts.
googa.
fucking googa, bitch,
It hurts.
bodega. It hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
Uh,
Who's next? Should we talk about Drax then?
Well, real quick, I think the scene where Groot hit all the guns in him and like during the fight and he has like 8 arms, that was the coolest Groot moment ever.
Tremendous hot toy. Tremendous
No,
hot
I
toy.
think the coolest
swap
Groot-
out body.
At least the Groot action moment I really liked is in the Oner where he sticks those vines into the guy's mouth and
Oh,
grows
and he
out of him.
smiles after.
Dude,
It's
that,
fucking
that was
gross.
fucking
Gnarly.
all of that was so fucking cool, bro.
Yes, it was.
I'm
Oh,
all-
that was like
I
a
don't
great
care if
Oner.
it's a like a 95% CGI one shot.
Yeah, who
like, I
gives a
don't care.
shit, dude?
Hallway fight's the best. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
It looked great. Can we talk? Yeah, Drax.
Sure.
Good art.
Ah,
Dude, him with the
God.
kids.
The best.
Oh,
he was the
man.
best here.
Yeah.
Best he's
You were
ever
born
been.
to be. You weren't born to be
Yeah,
a destroyer. You were
just
born to be
Nebula.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
destroying
cried.
Newport. Yeah,
Oh.
it's.
I cried.
I'm just happy that Drax. Like it's funny that we again thought that this movie was going to end in pain for so many of these characters. but
Drax is
all
dead
of
for
them,
sure. He's
all
done.
of them have never
Hey,
felt
just because
more
I said that
peace.
doesn't mean you didn't say that about.
No, I'm
other
saying we all
characters.
said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
'cause-
But it was like they've never like been at peace like more. You know, they're
Yeah,
happier
that's
than
the-
they've
yeah.
ever been, and it's just like Drax who has, you know, like there's the part in Volume 2 where he's sitting there with Mantis, and Mantis feels his shoulder, and
And
she
she
feels
starts
like his
crying.
pain, and we show that he's like so stoic, he's never gonna crack in front of us or whatever. But
Mhm.
we obviously know that he's going through that, and as many jokes and Zarg nuts as he's gonna eat, we know that he's like, like he's feeling something. He's in
That-
pain, you know.
fucking like, you could have asked me if I wanted a Zarg nut. They're all gone, and then he just keeps
He
eating.
slowly takes the last one out. And he's like,
That was genuinely, and the analogies bit where Mantis and him come up with the good one, and then he's like, "I can make analogies. I know metaphors," and then just proceeds to list a bunch of random shit. while
Lily
Peter is
pads are
like,
green and
my
Gamora.
poop
is
like
also-
Gamora.
made a heart shape. Even my butt makes analogies. Whatever he said.
And Peter turns around and Mantis
So
is just
stupid.
like,
Yeah, just like, oh no.
I thought, yeah, but Drax
She is
having
unreasonably hot.
Drax getting all. It's actually true.
I
Drax
like
getting
her
all-
in any form, like Pom the actress or Mantis the character. That
Have you
I'm-
seen, by the way, what Palm looks like in fucking Mission Impossible? She's got like a mime tear down. It looks sick as fuck.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
she's
come
dope.
central. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This podcast used to be
I
so
thought-
normal.
Drax.
I thought Drax like getting all the kids and being able to finally like save his own children. That kind of
He
thing.
did the language
this
the whole
movie-
time.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, he did.
Why
Like,
did
yeah.
why did you tell us you knew the language? You didn't ask.
You didn't ask.
Like, you remind me of my daughter, my Lavelle.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
loved
God.
monkey
Hey,
noises.
when he
Yeah,
first
and he does
walks
the
up,
robe.
yeah. And they're like, "Oh, how is that a monkey at all?" It's more, it's more for me when he walks up and goes, "Hey, you stupid idiots!" Like,
Because that's how you talk to your students, right?
Oh man, yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah,
you
I was
were
gonna
like,
say,
man.
you say, "Oh man," but it's true.
No, I'm quite rude.
What about the part where Drax? It's one of those things where again, it could be so unfunny. Like Drax, oh, Drax doesn't know what a couch is. That could be so unfunny, but they make it so funny because it's
He
just
keeps
like,
I
going
see
back.
you, Drax,
Yeah,
and he's
Drax-
like,
it's like-
halfway there.
yeah, he's so pissed.
So
Why would they
annoyed.
make it this way?
Oh, when Peter draws the pictures, like, I want that frame to put up in my apartment.
Can I put that in my apartment?
And Peter's like,
And they-
yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they never then go, that's actually a shit drawing. Like both him and
They're
Mantis
all
are like, that's
impressed.
really good. And he's just like, thank you.
I'm so happy for Batista, man. Like I remember when I was a
Yeah.
kid and I was watching him like Batista bomb the Undertaker, and I was like, this guy's great. And now he's Drax the Destroyer. That's so cool.
And I felt
I
like
just
he
love him.
wasn't really enjoying the direction Drax was going, like around Volume 2. He really wanted to be the Destroyer. But I think now they made him the best he can be.
Where'd you get that from?
Dave Bautista would
No,
say
he-
that.
said that? Did he say
he
that?
does seem very salty about the MCU. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he was
like,
just
I was
mad.
supposed to kill
He was-
Thanos, kind of thing.
I think, yeah, I guess he was mad. I think he's just got like a real attachment to James Gunn. Like,
Yeah, he does.
because he talks
The
about, I was
fuck?
watching
Oh, it's a
him and
cat.
James and Pratt talk about it. And they're like, this movie, the first movie obviously changed all of their lives. Like, Zoe Saldana had already been in like Infinity War. Not, she'd already been in Infinity War when Guardians came out. I meant to say Avatar.
I fucking just
she-
nearly spat water out there.
She had
Jesus
already been
Christ.
in Avatar, obviously. She was like a household name. But like, and Bradley Cooper was big and whatnot. Vin Diesel was, people knew who he was. But like, you know, Pratt, James Gunn,
Chris
Dave
Pratt was
Bautista.
just on Parks and Rec.
Yeah, and Dave
That's
Bautista
it.
was a wrestler. You know,
Yeah.
he was just a wrestler. And Dave, I think he's got like a real attachment to Drax and this character and like what this did to his life. Because you see him in movies now, he's definitely the best of the three actors, wrestlers turned actors. He's definitely the best actor. You know, him,
Yeah,
Cena,
I'd
and
say
The
so.
Rock.
Oh, he's in like Dune as well, and like he's
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
fantastic.
true?
He's good in. Yeah, he's great in like Blade Runner. He's great in A Knock in the
He's-
Cabin. He's fantastic.
He's
My
good in Blade Runner.
Spy.
He's in Blade Runner for 3 minutes. He's
But he's
nothing
he's
in
so
James
good in it,
Bond.
though.
Remember
Oh, wait,
in,
yeah,
him
but
in
we don't need to talk about his gimmick is that he's
Knives
got
Out
metal
2.
fucking
metal.
Yeah, Duke. He's Knives Out too. Glass
Doesn't he?
Onion.
yeah, well,
Knives
whatever.
Out.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
But-
talking here.
I think I'm just really happy for him. I think he's great. I'm so happy for Batista, man.
Next
Mantis,
character,
we're
I
talking about
guess.
Mantis.
Yeah, she's so good.
Mantis,
in this.
she
This
stepped
is-
up, dude. Yeah, my God.
She has her own arc.
Oh, that
it's awesome.
the fucking her like action scene of like running through and turning people, like the dude
Yeah,
dancing.
You're a kitty cat.
You're a kitty cat.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a kitty cat.
Did you know did the dude she brainwashes to fall in love with Drax is I'm pretty sure is Dutch Vanderland.
No,
Oh,
it's
really?
I looked it up.
not.
He's on the cast, and I'm pretty sure that's who it was.
He is a bigger dude too. No,
Yeah,
fucking
I'm pretty sure
way.
he's in the cast. He's in this movie. He's got some weird name like Bleaseldorf or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that was him. Look at Hunter fighting his cat.
I just looked it up.
Sorry.
I will make you perfect. We hear him yell at the cat.
Rod,
But she really stepped up,
Drax.
Mantis. She really stepped up. Like, you know, I think she, you know, as far as she was introduced in Volume 2, obviously, and she doesn't get a lot to do in like Infinity War, Endgame, obviously, or Thor. We forget they're in Thor. And like the holiday special in this, though, she's so good because she's just the compassion. Of the
Oh
team.
my
She's the
god,
only
it
one that
fucking
doesn't hate
is. It
herself.
is Dutch. It is
Yeah,
Dutch,
right?
you're
Yeah.
right. As Bleetle
Arthur.
Snort.
Bleatle snort.
That's
yeah,
right,
yeah.
because when he walks away, he goes, my name's Bleetle Snort. Wow. That's and he didn't say, I have a plan at
Yeah, I
any
have a plan.
point.
I have a plan
to
for me
date
and you.
Yeah.
We're going
Um,
to Haiti.
She but she's so good, you know, like she says it perfectly where she says like she's the only one of them that doesn't hate herself, and that's why she's perfect on that team, because she's the one that can keep them together in the sense where like she can tell them to open up, you know.
Mhm.
People trust her. She's trustworthy, she's kind, but she can
I'd
also
open
do
up
like a
for her,
sick
that's for
karate
sure.
kick or something.
She's so funny in it too.
Yeah, she's so
when
good.
they're all in the spacesuits on the flesh planet place and they're testing to see if the mice work. She goes, "Hello."
Oh
loud,
yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, that whole sequence is like, no, green is blue, blue is yellow. And they're just like, how does that make any sense?
I like when they're like,
Makes
Peter's like, why didn't you tell me? You're waiting until now to tell me. And Nebula's like, we were really hoping it would just stop naturally. And he kept going. Palm is so funny too. I was watching an interview where they were talking about the opening sequence where Nebula's carrying Peter's body and how it's a
dummy.
a dummy, and how Chris Pratt watched the podcast.
Oh, and James Gunn keeps it in his office or something. Yeah.
But Palm said that she was afraid that it would be used, and then Karen Gillan says the phrase she used was for dark purposes, and I just think that's so funny that the mannequin or the body would be used for dark purposes. It's so funny. Nebula. Let's talk about Karen Gillan. Nebula.
Also,
she
so
has
good.
grown, dude. My God,
dude, what a character
mean.
though.
She probably has
to go
more
from the most
screen time
annoying
than a lot of them too.
Fucking asshole.
Just in general, in the MCU since she survived the snap.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like oh my God, the part where she hears Rocket's voice and she starts
Oh,
crying.
she starts crying.
Yeah, you have to remember they were the two that lived in, you know what I mean? The 5 years
Yeah.
they spent those together, you know?
It's true.
And so they have like, we'll probably never really get into it, but they have like a connection. They're really close.
And Rocket made her arm, and even the holiday special, she's the one that gives the gift to Rocket.
Yeah, Bucky's arm, which I thought we would see, but but yeah, she's another character that is again just stepped up. You know, like if you go back to that first movie, I would not have believed that she'd
she was
be like
the side villain in the first one.
Yeah, he'll kill Thanos. I want to kill Thanos. Let's kill Thanos. You know, that was all she was really about.
Yeah.
But she's grown so much, and just to see her like smile and have friends and laugh and cry, like, you know, feel emotions, laugh and cry. But I just she's fantastic. I loved her. She was great. There's a Family Guy joke.
Did I catch that?
Oh my God!
Laugh and cry.
Well, we got Family Guy blood in this movie because Seth Green obviously shows up as Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, yeah.
Which I was happy to see.
I like that. I do like when we see him.
Cosmo, Goat.
You want to do Cosmo next?
Let's do Cosmo.
Duck
Yeah.
Mid, yes.
Maria Bakalova.
Good dog.
Good
yeah,
dog.
I loved that. She just kept.
I loved it. She was so
How
upset.
old is
by
Cosmo? She's like 40.
Yeah,
she was
She's
launched
the
in
same age as your dog,
she's-
bro.
Yeah, basically. So. Yeah, my dog was supposed to be launched to space, but I stopped it from happening. Yeah, since we are hundreds of years old. So.
She was she was. It's almost like I want a dog named Cosmo now or something like that. Like she was so cute. It was so great.
Yeah,
she smushes the fucking thing at the end of the movie.
She's great with Craiglin, yeah, but she
Just
doesn't
so
really have an arc
Craiglin-
besides that.
Craiglin's increase in character is so cool to see.
Well,
man.
Craiglin's the same. I guess we'll do him next. Craiglin's kind of the same boat as Nebula, where it's like a side character in the first movie who's now, I guess, not like a big character, but a lot bigger than he was.
Big enough. He's getting a decent amount of time.
I was watching
like,
an interview with James Gunn where he said, like, you know, they already had Sean doing the rocket motion capture.
Yeah.
So they also hired him to be on the Ravager team because they're like, we don't have to hire another actor. Then it saves us money. And that has just evolved into he's now one of the members of. I guess he's not really in the movie a lot, which I was okay with because I thought like
he's in it plenty. I think he's in it
part
enough.
of that family necessarily.
Yeah, he's not.
No, I know, but he doesn't go on the mission with them, which is which is
I
fine,
like that.
But
I like that. Yeah.
But
he's grown.
He does do the whistle, and he does show up with big cannon,
and big fin,
big fin,
and
he sees Yondu. That was nice.
That was nice.
I totally expected John
whistle
to be in
from the
this.
heart. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
There's Michael Rooker.
Who else is in this movie? I don't even remember any.
Gamora is, I think, the worst version of Gamora.
Really?
She's there to serve like
she's the daughter of Thanos.
Well, here's what I liked about
but
Gamora.
She's okay. She's just not. Yeah, she's.
I really liked. There was two things that I really liked about Gamora. First, I really liked that she has obviously like even not knowing who they are, she's obviously grown some form of like protectiveness over Rocket already, and I have to wonder if she was with them when they watched that footage of what happened to Rocket. I have to wonder if she associates that like with what she's seen from Nebula in her life.
Probably.
So she wants to protect Rocket, and I'm wondering, like, is her saving Rocket really her saving Nebula? That
Nebula
thing,
said that Rocket went through worse than her, right?
I thought that was a weird line. I thought
that
was,
she did your eyes were pulled out.
Dude, I've just never noticed how black your eyes are. My eyes were replaced as a form of torture by my father.
I thought that was a weird line.
Set.
I didn't think that Nebula would like say that. I guess that was like one line.
Worse than what I went with.
Yeah,
it's
I don't think that. Maybe just because she loves Rocket so much, she would. Yeah. But I don't know.
Your eyes were taken out and your arm was ripped off, and
she's like entirely replaced as a being. Like,
I'm not even saying it isn't worse or it is worse. I'm just saying I don't think Nebula would say that either way. I just felt like she wouldn't compare it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you're sticking on a thing that doesn't fucking matter.
No, it because it does. I was literally about to move on.
Were you?
And I was gonna say that the other thing I really liked about about Gamora in this movie, though, is I like that even though it's not the same Gamora, and her and Peter have to say goodbye at the end, and they have the really emotional part where she says, "I bet we were fun," and he says, "Like you wouldn't believe," and
yeah,
start
like
crying, of course, yeah, and God, that is a good moment.
So if she shows up in the future, would you want Gamora that?
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is that I like though that Gamora, we see her go off with the other Ravagers with the original Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever, and we see that she's happy there, and we can assume though that even though it's not the same Gamora, she's found that family again, and we can be happy for her that knowing that she's okay over there, and even though it's not the same and she's not with the people that we want her with, really, she has found a family again. And we could be happy for her. I really like that. You know what I mean?
She's also in play for the future. Like
she is in play, but I think Zoe said she doesn't want to do anymore. Which I guess they always say. But
they always say that.
No, I know. But I believe her, and I believe that they don't want to do anymore.
That was Tyler, you froze doing that, and Hunter just mockingly goes.
I know. I saw it. I didn't know I froze.
That was very funny. Oh my god.
The buck teeth emoji and the glasses emoji.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, I was gonna say him next.
They ruined no.
Why?
I thought he was fine.
I get you set him up in volume 2. You got to use him. But
was
also, there's the delays from both COVID
they tied
and
him in
getting tired. Yes, but he didn't have to be here.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
but
he was literally there because of that end credit scene. 100%.
But I thought it was smart to tie him in with the high evolutionary stuff, though. I thought like he would be completely.
But he never.
Like as a kid, you ever get invited to a birthday party and you go there and you don't know anyone except for the kid whose birthday it is? That's like Adam Warlock. Like he's just kind of standing around. Like he doesn't really.
With his mum. I'm here with my mum. I do love the Superman impression in his voice. Like the way he talks is like a Superman actor would talk.
I like the way he was flying around. It makes me
look cool.
Really excited for how James Gunn's gonna do Superman.
It did look. It looked.
You
really
may make a mid movie. I was actually
just had to let it sink in.
I was actually thinking about like him making these movies as good as they are. It's like I personally don't really like the Suicide Squad that he did, but like I am in the minority. Most people really like that movie. It was reviewed well, blah blah blah. Which means that James Gunn, when it comes to Marvel and DC movies, has never missed. So odds are he's not going to miss with Superman, is he?
That's exactly what I fucking mean, man. It's like if he made these characters work again. Rocket Raccoon he had 10 appearances in 30 years, and James Gunn recognized something in that character that's made him the heart of a fucking trilogy of movies. And he made Peacemaker like a really like well-liked character, and he did the same with Chris Pratt as Star-Lord and Drax the Destroyer and whatnot. It's like, how on earth can you not think he can do the same for Superman?
Which like, I think means we're extremely fortunate that he decided to also direct it. Like extremely fortunate that that's happening. Because there is a timeline where he produces it, probably writes it, and then doesn't direct it, and it's not as good.
With all these interviews
because
coming
he's
out.
putting his whole like soul into it, and when he
He's
does
putting
that,
his whole pedophile party
Gussy
ussy into it. Yeah.
yeah, Ganussi. But it is every time he does it, because he does that with every movie he does. He puts like everything into it because he loves making movies and he loves telling stories, and it's like he just it's Superman is so much easier than the Guardians of the Galaxy. I really believe that.
There's also less you can do. Like less you could change.
I don't know, because like Superman is really boring. So like, how do you make that work?
You just make him not boring. You just has to punch a lot of things, maybe knock a city down. Like it's that easy.
Yeah,
It's
that's
that easy.
What about if he knocks half a city down while there's a big terraforming squid in the air? What about that?
Only if he kills the guy at the end, though.
Yeah, he kills the guy, but he had plenty of opportunity to not do that.
Uh-huh.
So like it's presented like he had to do it, but really it was he didn't have to.
Okay.
What about that?
Does he mention it again?
No, it never comes up. It does come back about 10 years later in a Flash movie.
That sounds like Superman to me. That sounds like a Superman I'd want to see.
You know, James has been doing a lot of interviews though about Superman in general because he's doing press tour for Guardians, and he does seem to get the character a lot, saying like he's the character that puts others before him. You'll do whatever it takes to save people, and he's the guy that you just want to give a big hug to. It's like,
and it's exactly it's again, Superman is so simple, and James Gunn loves complicated characters, and he can make complicated characters, but Superman is, again, I just really feel like Superman's so easy to do. I feel like it would be hard to fuck it up. And that
was the longest pause yet.
You said he's so easy to do, and just
Tyler, that was like the pause there was the same length as I'm Batman. Like it was that level.
I hate this fucking thing, man. I don't know why this is happening to me. It's like torture.
Okay,
I used to be able to talk, and now I'm being silenced.
Yeah, the podcast is like, why are you talking about Superman right now? We have to get to Rocket, who's the last character, really.
The best, the GOAT.
Is Rocket the last character?
This besides really like the villain, I guess.
This dude, Rocket in this movie, I think, brought it all home for me. Like, you know, when Gunn goes, Rocket's the main guy, and the fans go, Rocket's the main guy. I don't think I ever felt that. And I don't think I ever felt like that's how it was being presented to me. But even though he's like in this movie the least he's ever been, this was the movie that did it for me, where I went, oh, wow, it really is all about him, man. Like, just feels like if you took Nebula out, you'd be like, oh, that sucks. Nebula's gone. You take Drax out, that sucks. You take Gamora out, blah blah blah. But if you take Rocket out, it's just not. You know what I mean? It's just not.
And I wonder how anybody does this next. How does anybody continue what they've done with this character here and pick it up for future things? Because, like, you know,
I think he just shows up in Avengers movies.
No, I know, but I don't mean like how do they do it next? Literally, I mean like who would want to do that? What director, what writer wants to pick up that character next?
Martin Scorsese.
I thought that end credit scene was that was the worst part of that movie to me.
What, the new team?
Yeah, him with the new team and them going, but like
that little girl turns out to be Philo Vell for no reason. They just go, hey, Philo, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I guess it's Philo.
It happens. You know how many times that happened where, again, they'll just introduce a character in the end credits, and I have to turn to my roommate and go, that character is from this comic book. when it happened this time, he said Philo.
So he said his name was Black Adam at the end of the movie. That actually
so
means
I said to him, I said like, oh, Philo Vell, that's she's a character
daughter's
in the Marvel
wife.
comics. I just said she's a character in the Marvel comic. I'm so fucking tired of doing that, of just having to explain who these people are. But I thought
I described it. I'm like, yeah, she
I just didn't like
the character in comic books.
All these animals. We've just spent like this whole thing where Rocket's like, I'm not going to give up on the animals, even the ones that have like been bred and have aggression within them. And then they're like, but Rocket, like, are we just gonna murder all these animals? And he's like, yeah, well, the townspeople can't do anything, so here we go. And then just, you know what I mean? It was so like complete backflip on like the end of the movie where he's like, let's try and save these. Now let's just butcher them. Like, even remember the big obelisk, you know, the big things that they then tame, but like even those were friends, but like these fucking like alien deer creatures on this planet.
I guess we don't know that. Did they say that like? Did they say that we're gonna kill them?
Yeah, because that like one of them says like, "Oh, so like we're just gonna do this," and he's like, "Well, the townspeople can't defend themselves, so this is what we got to do." And then they just
that
And
just,
Craiglin
back.
immediately starts whistling.
yeah,
I
like
guess,
it's literally like what it is. I don't know. I didn't really like that scene.
yeah,
good
And I
point.
think I was also just like, oh, these post-credit scenes better be fucking good because I don't want to sit here for another 10 minutes after the day I've had today and then for it to be Star-Lord eating cereal. And then guess what? Have a guess. Guess what?
He's returning.
He was eating fucking cereal.
yeah.
But counterpoint, Big Groot.
Your mum.
Counterpoint.
Yeah, he did
Cosmo
look cool.
in the costume. That looks fun.
Yeah, it did look cool.
Adam Warlock getting a better costume, which is just the Guardians.
Just the
Holy
Guardian
shit,
suit.
man. I was so happy when that shit got blown off him.
Yeah, he's just shirtless. Yeah.
He
Looks
was
better.
like he was good. I think he will be good in things to come.
His
He
name's
was just-
Will.
He was funny.
You will be good.
I thought he was funny. I thought he was good. I just, okay, you want to know where I think these characters show up next? I think this is what they'll do.
Secret
And I don't know
Wars.
if people want. I don't know if people want to see this, but I think this is what they will absolutely do. Would you say?
Secret Wars.
He would Secret Wars.
Secret
Just-
Wars. I think they're gonna combine whatever the next Thor movie is gonna be with this, and they're just gonna do the Olympus stuff.
And try again.
Why
I
isn't
think-
Thor dead?
They're gonna, but this is what I think that's what they're gonna do.
Sorry.
Is because they have Hercules and all the Olympus stuff set up, and they did that in the Al Ewing run, and now they have a new team of Guardians, and they have space stuff set up, and they're not going to do another Guardians movie, maybe, and they're not going to do another Thor movie, maybe. How about just do it in one? Just do a big space movie.
As
Or just
Guardians
all
of the
that.
Galaxy.
Sure, but you know what,
What
I mean?
about this?
I think that's what they'll do.
Guardians of the Galaxy 4. There's two different warehouses. Rachel's in
Warehouse
one, Harvey's in another. He has to choose.
Mm-hmm. Where's Rachel? What address? The quiz.
250 52nd Street. 308. No. I gave him the wrong address.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that
brutal.
happened.
That's brutal. You can't trust the Joker, Batman. What are you doing?
Harvey, some. That's the
Did you
best
like
scene
the
in
High
comic book
Evolutionary's
history.
face?
Like, when it was
Yeah, I
off,
guess.
Like underneath
the reveal,
that was
yeah.
gnarly, dude.
That
Yeah,
was, like,
it was nasty.
It was
Like,
brutal.
The Like I just don't believe that he couldn't have fixed it a little bit. Like it's still like
like Dr.
freshly
Doom.
flesh.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's still it's not like scarred, aged scarring. It's still wet, like it's just happened. Like
Yeah, that was
how
gross.
how does that happen?
I believe that the face kind of like healed itself on, and then Gamora just peeled the skin off. Like I
think
imagine
you're
that was
making shit
painful.
up.
No, that wouldn't make any sense because his nose is ripped off on the skull. Or like obviously he doesn't have a nose in the skull, but I'm saying it's like all ripped and jagged.
Yeah,
Like
Oh,
he
yeah, that's
kind
a
of
good point.
tore
Yeah.
at
it's
him.
not like she peeled it. It literally just like slipped off his face. It's not
That's
like
true,
she
yeah.
tore.
I think he
it.
probably
Yeah.
just 3D printed a new face or something.
Like you can't put some like lotion on that. Or
I thought you were gonna say you can't do that, and I was like, they did a lot of shit in this movie that you wouldn't be able to do in real life. So-
I just
It
find
doesn't
it
make any
highly
fucking
unrealistic.
I guess yeah, we went over the characters real quick, but let's just talk about that hallway fight. That was.
I was gonna say no. Should we talk about the High Evolutionary?
Oh yeah, I get. Well, I mean, we were.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
were.
say we were. I guess, but he was really, really mean.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
him.
he's a fuckhead.
But it's a
He
good
was
thing that you
the
hate
most.
him.
He's
like,
the most hateable MCU character just on paper because
Yeah.
you know it's like
Oh,
Thanos
I
can cut
don't
off the
know.
universe, but
Red
Thanos can cut
Skull
off the
was a
universe.
Nazi.
Yeah, but he didn't like shoot.
But we all cheered when he
Lila.
showed up in Infinity War, didn't
That's
we?
true.
Oh,
What does it say
oh,
about
we
us?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
what does it
did.
say about us?
It's the Nazi.
guys, look.
The Nazi.
You know the meme where
Yeah.
it's like the two guys pointing like
Yeah.
that could be a
Crazy thing
meme.
about- there he is.
It's the Nazi.
I didn't even think about that. That's
But if
so
this guy
fucking
shows up
crazy.
again,
We
if this
cheered
guy
for them.
somehow was like on Vormir, everyone would be like, "Ah, why? The guy,
Why?
Yeah. Oh, get the
I
fuck
don't
off
know,
my
it's like-
screen.
Oh, this
Yeah.
get
fucking
out of
guy.
here. It'd be like
Yeah.
the only thing, the movie theater experience you see in movies where they throw the popcorn at the screen, like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get
It's
outta
like that movie
here.
theater in Scream 2. at the very beginning. It's just a wind machine and there's lightning going on for some reason.
It's fucking so funny to think about like the rating system for MCU villains, and you're like, woo for Thanos, and then Red Skull, it's like woo, but with a hint of like, oh, can I say that? Like,
He's a great villain, but I mean,
he's a great villain, but he might be too good.
But like characters like Killmonger and Thanos, you kind of get where they're coming from. But this character is just
Killmonger. Killmonger said the right things, but that dude was delusional. He was, yeah. I mean, I guess Thanos was as well, wasn't he? Yeah, fair point. Yeah, fair point.
But this guy, if you relate to this guy, like,
yeah, get fucked. You should go to hell. Like you should not be on this earth anymore, bro. If you relate to the evolutionary, yeah, get help. Actually, get help.
I do like.
Don't
the
buy
idea
an animal.
Like Thanos and Red Skull being like, bro, like a little bit far, man. Come on, like this is a bit much. It's a bit much.
Yeah, Thanos kills his daughter, and we're like, yeah, he's getting the stone. He's losing stuff. He's sacrificing his stuff. And but fucking yeah, he shoots Lindsay Weir, Lila, and we're just like, no. Literal smoking gun, just a bullet.
Yeah,
and it was.
I figured you'd do
that
something
scream
like
that
this.
Rocket had, it's like the first time we ever really heard him like raise his voice in emotion.
Yeah,
brutal.
Yeah,
brutal.
Yeah, and then
he just got blowed up on the shit on his big cube. Thing.
I guess.
Okay.
I didn't see your body.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I kind of wanted him to get like Moff. I kind of wanted him to get like Moff Gideon, which is just like a pile of fire. Just.
Well, if we at least saw
spoilers for the Mandalorian season.
Do you think that Rocket should have killed him?
I like that he didn't.
I mean, for his character, no, but for me personally, I want to.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, all right, I get it. It's one of those again where you kill all the henchmen, but you don't kill the main guy. But whatever, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Rocket's like, nah, just let him lay here, and then.
Well, just like Rocket's like
it's
Rocket doesn't,
heroic.
but then one of the other ones just like squishes his head or shoots.
Yeah, like Peter shoots him or something.
Yeah. Well, the most brutal death was Peter like grabbing like Mateo and like bringing him down and shoving his face into like, the earth as it's blowing up into the water.
That was awesome. Though.
It was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. I guess it's just one of those, like, Rocket didn't want to kill him in that moment because it's not very heroic, I guess, to execute a guy. Like, you can kill someone while you're fighting, but to just shoot a guy while he's on the ground, I guess, you have to be better than that. Because
Superman, when it's like the hallway fight, because it's just like, go, go.
We should talk about that.
I guess, but also fight. There is they never really show it, but you have to imagine that off screen, he was laying on the ground like in agony, watching all the Guardians save every single animal that was on the ship.
And that is a bigger fuck you than just killing him. Like, he gets to know that everything he stood for failed,
and survived.
Awesome.
Like
that is awesome, actually.
Like,
so there's that.
For the hallway fight, it's so good. It's a one take hallway fight, which was Daredevil.
Everyone
but this one travels around.
This one travels around.
Like the camera travels around and shows each member doing their own thing.
Hunter, like the raid definitely came out before Daredevil. Like
it wasn't a oneer though in the raid.
But I've never.
There's
even
plenty
heard
of sequences that are oneers in the first raid. Is there not?
Yeah, probably.
No,
but
I
believe
like
there
long
is.
takes, but they're not one shots. I don't think so.
Still that okay, but the first Daredevil one is only 2.5 minutes long, pussy.
No, but long takes is not the same as one shot.
But it's still, I mean, if it's long enough, it's equal to the one that's in Daredevil, though.
It isn't, though. It's not the same thing.
But it pretty much is.
It really isn't, though.
But it is, though.
It absolutely 100% is not.
Why? How could it not be? How could it not be a series of
a oneer, like, for, like, Daredevil, let's say, is they keep the camera in, like, the one position... And it doesn't even necessarily.
It's not in the one position. It moves. Yeah, it just.
But I'm saying it moves. It doesn't cut. Yes, exactly. But something like the raid, they'll cut angles. But the takes are long.
No. I'm pretty sure like the hallway fight that goes into like a kitchen or something in the raid, there's no cuts. I'm fucking certain.
There's absolutely cuts. I watched the movie like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
No, you did not. You're lying.
I absolutely did.
No, you're lying.
You son of a bitch! Don't you fucking question.
The raid one. Okay, the raid one take. Let's have a look. Rama defeats the Machete Gang.
Great
Let's
fight.
have a look.
It's one of the best.
It's definitely one of the best. Yeah,
yeah,
in
like
the MCU,
in the MCU. Yeah,
I love we're getting teams doing this stuff now. I hope the Fantastic Four gets one.
It's comparable, and it's better than the Age of Ultron fight when it kind of circles around that area.
Same with the first Avengers one though.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah,
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. The first Avengers, even Endgame has one. As the winner when they're all running.
Oh yeah, and then kind of like Civil War has one too, kind of.
This is the best one.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure.
God, those costumes are fucking perfect too.
They look so good.
They look so good.
I'm glad
they
it's
look incredible.
Colorful. Like imagine the DC.
They finally give Drax a shirt. Yeah, they all be wearing brown or black or something. This is a CW.
Yeah. It's all like this shiny leather. Yeah, but no, it does look great. And even like Rocket wearing it looks awesome. I wish Gamora had one, but I get that she.
I'm really happy that Rocket really like he finally gets to accept that he's a raccoon. You know, he sees the species.
Oh, I cried.
And it's it's the moment where he finally gets to accept who he is. Like he's been running away from it for so long.
Rocket.
He doesn't like to be called raccoon, and now he knows. I think it was probably like that he didn't like to be labeled this because he literally did not know what he was, and he didn't want to be called anything.
And I think he was trying to forget his past too, since he never.
Yeah, exactly. Like them giving him a name or them trying to call it, like it all reminded him of them, of Lila and Teefs and Floor and all.
The only time he really brings it up before this movie was when he's in the bar in the first movie when Drax is fighting him, and he's just like, "He called me vermin. She called me rodent."
Yeah. He says, "I didn't want, I didn't mean to be taken apart and like some little monster."
Yeah.
And now we know it's because he blames himself for what happened to his friends. He thinks that that's all his fault. And now we have to go back to like Guardians Volume 2, where he's gonna let Peter die, and he doesn't let Gamora die. He says, "I can only lose one friend today." That's what he's afraid of. He's always been afraid of that. In Endgame, that moment where he's with Nebula and they hold hands again, he's lost it all over again. And it makes this character, it makes it so much sadder, but it also makes it so much better now that we're through it, and he's probably never been happier. He's more accepting of himself than he's ever been, and he's leading the team.
Has he had the hardest life as in characters in the MCU? Say him or Thor?
He makes Peter Parker look like a pussy, definitely.
Yeah. I say
don't
Thor
know.
or Rocket.
Or Loki, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. I was gonna say Wanda, but
Wanda's life is like back-ended. Like the back half of it's. I guess her family did get bombed when she was a kid.
Everyone's family gets bombed at some point.
Like Peter's
everyone's got a tragic backstory.
Peter's
That's the whole
is sad because no one knows who he is. I saw someone put a comment saying Parker. Like Peter's been through more because no one knows who he is, and now he has to pay rent. Paying rent sucks, but everyone.
So he's us, like he's everyone, yeah.
Yeah, no one knows who he is, and he has to pay rent.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. That being said, what's worse, like all of this torture and all of your friends dying around you, or fumbling
consistently? Probably, yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's tough.
Or having Ned not know who you are.
Yeah, losing your best friend. If Ned was your best friend,
not even your best friend, just Ned Leeds.
I know, but if you lost Ned as your friend, I would be so sad. He's the only friend you need. I want him to meet Rocket. Imagine they would get along.
Tyler, would you have liked this movie more?
Ned and the Guardian outfit.
If Ned was
in that scene, if in that scene where
Ned was in it,
Peter jumps from the thing and he starts freezing in space.
He blowed it up. That was so weird. I was like, no.
Yeah. I was like,
as soon as it happened, I was like, are you serious? This?
Yeah, like this. The most anticlimactic. No, but like, would you have liked it more? He goes out, like, there's no Adam Warlock. He freezes and he's dying. But then the Guardians are like, no. And then he looks at him and he goes, "See you around, kid." And you find out it was a projection. And he's actually
I thought you were going to say he would fly towards them like Leia.
No. He's just on a rock and he dies for no reason. Would you like that?
No, I would not like that.
That's what I thought. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it says something, doesn't it?
Where do you guys put this in your MCU list? Is this top 5?
Well,
No.
Top 5.
Not for you, Harper.
Ooh,
No,
oh,
like I
strong
really
no.
like this. I really like this movie, but it's probably my least favorite of the 3, definitely.
Whoa!
Yeah, like I mean, I really like it, but like when Hunter's like, "This is the best movie ever" in the group chat, I was just like, okay.
I put it as number 4, maybe. I think
I think it's a top 10.
Okay.
I think I have
maybe.
it Guardians, No Way Home, Infinity War, Guardians 2, Guardians 2, No Way Home, Infinity War, Guardians 3.
Okay. I think it's number
that's
2
what-
for me. I think it's my favorite Guardians movie. As far as like looking at all the MCU movies, I was trying to think of like what scenes do I like that's better than this movie, and the only scene I think of is Old Man Willem Dafoe being like, "Norman's on sabbatical now."
Yondu
honey."
funeral scene was more emotional.
Then what? Oh, in this movie?
Yeah.
I mean, I got sad when like when Mantis is just walking away. Like, and they made me feel for that, you know?
Yeah,
And
no,
Drax is tearing up.
You think she'll
But
become
I
the
don't know, I
celestial
think-
Madonna?
I feel like I ended up
in the comic
viewing
books?
this movie differently, where like it's an ending, but I didn't feel like necessarily like,
The book is
Oh,
closed
wow.
forever, right?
yeah, it just more felt like
We'll
like
be back.
everyone's going on holiday.
It's like the end
we're
of a
all right.
chapter more than like the
Yeah,
end of the
exactly.
book. Yeah,
Like,
no, I
it
know
didn't-
exactly what you mean.
It really, and even if we never see these characters again, like on screen, I mean, we will, but if we never saw them on screen again, I would just assume that they still team up and they go to nowhere and they have drinks and blah, blah. Like, it's not.
It's like when a run ends and then a new writer picks up and it's back to issue 1.
I think because it was like,
I'm wondering.
Sorry,
I'm wondering
you
if anyone is going to do that though. Like we talked about this earlier, but again, I just don't know what person. Like if you were going to be a director and they're going to ask you to make another Guardians of the Galaxy movie, right? After James Gunn just did what he did, you have to like make it your own somehow. You know, you have to do what he did, but not like what he did. More like you have to put
Well.
your soul into it the way he did. You know.
Well, who's the blueprint?
that's a good point.
You
They did
see
yeah.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Yes, I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Well, Guardians
should
4 is filming right now under the name Rebel Moon.
Mhm.
So-
Yeah, it's releasing in Netflix under the name Rebel Moon too.
Oh,
It's gonna
on
be on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who would do it. If it'd be fun, maybe they do like one-off movies, like a Guardians movie here with a random team by a director who just has like one fun adventure, then move on. You know. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I
if they
don't know.
were to do it, make
Like I said, I think they'll
another
just make the
Guardians movie, but
Guardians
do
Thor movie.
what Donny Cates did, just do a completely different.
Are we?
team. You
But,
could have, like,
but are we
Rocket.
fully ruling out James Gunn? Like,
Yes. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Are we
why-
fully
what-
ruling out James Gunn? He's fucking running DC.
and
What do
He's
you
currently-
mean? And
he's
Yeah,
currently
he's
running DC
directing
and doing press for
Superman,
this movie.
but
Like, it doesn't mean
guaranteed
he can't. Why can't
after
he
Superman,
come
You
back?
think
he's
he's gonna
gonna-
come back and make a Marvel movie? He's the president of DC
It
Studios.
could in 5 years. I don't know, man.
Harper's
Even
right.
DC
He's chopping-
flopped.
Harper is right, but I like after Superman, he's gonna make another DC movie. He's
I,
gonna
gu-
make
I guess
Blue
there's
Beetle
no
2.
like it's not like a 0% chance. I guess sure, but I think it's low.
But like, he signed the contract for DC before starting production on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's what he said to Kevin. So
Well,
like,
he
can't
signed
he-
it. He made Suicide Squad before doing that.
Suicide
signed
Squad,
a
yeah. But
contract.
like, why
Yeah,
couldn't
but
he?
that wasn't the CEO
Why
contract.
couldn't he? But why
He signed
couldn't
a
he come
CEO
back?
in October.
But why
What do you-
couldn't he
what do
come
you-
back? Is my question. I'm
When,
saying, why
though?
couldn't he? Oh my god.
No,
I don't
like 5
know. In
years?
7 years, Tyler, I don't fucking
I guess
know, dude.
eventually he
I'm
could. I
just
just
saying,
don't know
like,
that
if
he
you're
will.
gonna make a fucking fourth Guardians movie, you might as well wait until James Gunn's available instead of theoretically going, "Oh, I wonder who else we could get." Probably no one else, because it's just
Okay,
James Gunn, man.
I
Then
could
that's
see
the answer.
guy.
Then that's the answer.
He's
Don't
the
make
guy,
the next Guardian.
bro.
Don't make another
He's
one.
the guy, bro.
They're
I
not gonna.
could
Anyone else is
see-
not that guy. Anyone else is not that guy, pal.
He's not coming back.
I think James Gunn could make another Guardians, but it won't be 4. I think 4 will be someone else. I think James could return and reunite this team together with like Gamora. And
I think that
Star-Lord
would be
Drax.
cheap. I
It
think they would
would
all
be-
find. I think that would
I
all be
don't
cheap.
think
I
it
think
will
he wouldn't do
happen.
it. I think he's a very like sentimental guy. He said goodbye. I don't think he's coming back.
I mean, he didn't come back for what was it? Human G.
Human
Have you
G.
seen that? He made like a little movie called Human G or something. It's like a chimpanzee, but it's a man. You not heard of this?
No, I guess he also
Awful.
didn't make
It's
Slither
awful.
2 or
Yeah.
something. Sure. He didn't make yeah, sure. I guess. But I don't know. I just don't see it happening. I think he said goodbye.
I just don't think they would fucking touch it without him.
I think
then-
they
not
should.
in a movie
I
form.
think
They
that's
should.
true then.
But
They
different
should, or
team,
they-
different team. Put Cosmic Ghost Rider on the
I think
team.
that they'll
Oh,
do what I said. That I think they'll make the Thor movie. Just combine that with whatever. Put the Guardians in it.
Yeah, have Taika Waititi direct.
Oh, that would go
Ugh.
over well. Yeah,
No.
people would love that.
No, please no. I think he's.
I think that's
done.
what they'll do, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, final rating for this movie.
It was a movie.
8
Okay,
out of
final
10.
rating, and then I'll ask another question after you guys give it.
Yeah, I'll go 9 or 10.
I give it
I'll
10. I give it
I'll
10.
go 10. I'll give
You
it.
give
fuck
everything
it, who
10, so it
cares?
means nothing, doesn't it?
I'll
I
give
give
it
it 10. Yeah. Harper,
Yeah.
what do you give it, sir?
I said 8,
8. Okay.
which I believe is what I've given the other two, so go figure.
Hater. Okay. What do you guys think JD gives it?
4.
As if he's gonna see it even.
2.5.
He's not going to see it. He's not going to
Yeah.
see it, but
I
I
think
just
JD
don't.
will
I,
see it. JD said he
You
was
think
going to
so?
see it. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think he'll give a
What do I think
fuck
JD
about any
will
of
give it? Doesn't he not like Volume 2?
Yeah, he doesn't like Volume 2. He likes Volume 1, though.
Does he?
He does. Yeah, he actually does.
I have trouble believing it. I don't know why. Because there's jokes in that movie, and I just, and,
Yeah.
you know, like they
That's a good
they
point.
laugh in
There's
that
there's
movie.
fun. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
fun.
there's humor,
But there's more humor.
It's
and
not
there's no
like it's not.
Italians in it. There's
Yeah,
literally
it's not
no
several
Italians in it.
middle-aged Italian men sitting around a table going, "Funny how."
Stallone's in the second one. How does he not like
the
that?
second one, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's
true,
in this
exactly.
one. What do you mean?
I know.
Did
But
you
like
like
JD
the,
doesn't like the second one, but
Did you like
Sylvester
the
Stallone's
magic,
right there.
the sorcerer in the space who did the emoji?
He did
That was fucking hilarious.
That was weird.
I thought that was so stupid. He just did the crying, laughing emoji. I thought that was so good.
he's like an alien.
Yeah, they're all just
How do
clowning
you
on
know
like
what that
Drax or
is?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could do that again. Fucking Ned, he's got magic powers. He could definitely do that.
Ned
in the
would
next
do
Spider-Man
that.
movie.
Peter will be like, Ned, in another world, I was your best friend. He'll just
In another
walk
world,
away.
I love doing laundry and taxes. Yeah,
yeah. Laundry and Texas, dude.
that was literally the Gamora and fucking Star-Lord thing too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair.
oh.
I guess we'll jump into if you guys got the time. We're about an hour and a half in.
Mm-hmm. Jump
You
into
want
I
what?
to
couldn't
news?
give a fuck either way.
You want to do news and a bit of comic book?
Oh, news, sure. What I know, Daredevil came out. I saw the big things, but I don't really want to. I don't want to hear about it.
Spider-Man beat up
What do we
Matt.
have for news?
Yeah.
We have one big
Uh,
one. You know that we always seem to miss when it comes out.
Flash trailer. The one
Oh,
thing I have to
yeah.
say about this, the one thing
Yeah.
is,
Let's go.
why did they do the same thing with Michael Keaton be like, yeah, I'm Batman, but with you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. Like the same
Yeah,
He's
thing.
literally
like,
wanna get
standing in
nuts.
like the same place.
Let's get
What's the
nuts,
what
yeah.
other line from that movie is he gonna say? Do you think?
Yeah, what is the context of him saying this? It's
wanna
like
get
he's-
nuts?
As you can see,
It's
I'm a lot
kind of
out
like
here.
rewatching No Way Home.
You want to go to the
when,
supermarket?
like
Okay,
Andrew
nuts.
appears, how it's kind
Let's
of
get
quiet
nuts.
because it's waiting for the audience reaction. That's
Yeah.
what this feels like. You're waiting for the audience reaction here.
Except
Yeah,
it's,
it's also-
exponentially less people that give a fuck about Michael.
And you're
Keaton's
showing
Batman
it in the
versus
trailer
Tobey
too.
Maguire's
So
Yeah.
everyone's
Again,
seen it.
again, this trailer starts and it's literally just a Batman movie, where he's like,
Hmm.
"My parents were killed, and now I'm Batman, and I became Batman because I wanted to be Batman, and I have a Bat cave, but you're the Flash." That's literally, but it's your movie apparently. So
At the end, like it flashes all the logos on screen,
Yeah,
but it
two
flashes
Batman
Batman logo,
logos.
Batman logo,
Superman logo,
Flash, and then
and
like
then Flash logo. Yeah,
it'd be funny if they just have the Flash, but it's just in like regular like Word
They
document
should've-
text.
This movie should just be called Flashpoint. You know, like
Yeah,
that would have
no, it
made it
should
so
be.
much easier. You know,
The Flash is a very silly name. Make it
It's a
an
very-
event movie.
yeah,
I agree.
it's a very substantial like storyline and very substantial thing to happen for the
It's
movie to just
known.
be called the Flash.
It's the only story that I think Warner Brothers knows exists for the Flash.
Yeah, well, allegedly, they don't seem to. Yeah, I
That's
don't.
it.
Again, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that this movie will be good, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with being wrong about that.
Better than Guardians 3.
I don't know that I care enough.
Why would you even ask?
Yeah, why would you?
Why would you even ask? Because you know that the answer is yes.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
No, I could never say
But
that. I would never mean
Tyler,
that in a
like,
million years.
Even if this movie is like bottom barrel awful, I don't think I would care enough to be like, haha, Tyler, you were wrong.
No, I know. I'm saying I can be. I'm
cares?
okay with being wrong, but I don't care. I just think it still will be a good movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I have two friends that I go to these superhero movies with, and they both don't want to see this.
They don't want to see it. Really?
Yeah, there's like, yeah, it doesn't look like it. Plus, didn't that Ezra person like assault people? I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, oh well. James Gunn replied to a fan asking, "Hey, do you have any ideas for Static Shock?" And James said, "I have some ideas for the milestone characters in general." So cool.
Okay, we'll see that in 8 fucking years.
Probably never, but
they've been talking about a Static Shock movie for like 25 years now.
Kemp Powers, who's the co-director of Spider-Verse, said that Ben Reilly's lines were all recorded in secret, and none of the cast even know who's playing him. But it's kind of rumored right now that it's Andy Samberg. Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
I think that's a good voice to go with.
It is.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a good voice for, especially with Peter V. Parker. But again, I don't care. It's Ben Reilly.
But it's gonna.
They didn't even put him. I don't get about people's love for Ben Reilly. Here's the thing, real quick.
It's because he looks cool. That's literally it.
It's like they bring up the Scarlet Spider suit, but that's not even the coolest suit he's had. The Mayday suit, the Spider-Man suit that he wears is fucking 10 times cooler than the goddamn Scarlet Spider suit. And nobody even brings that one up.
I prefer
You're
Spider.
insane. You're actually insane. What are you talking about? Yeah. It stands out more because he's wearing a goddamn hoodie.
Yeah, yes, it looks cool. It's very 90s, costume. But
I like the red and black one.
No, which one's that one? I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's in the video game.
This one, the fucking the one that Mayday wears. It's the Ben Reilly suit. That one's way cooler.
It is cool.
That suit sucks. No, that sucks.
Suit sucks.
I think it's cool.
I'm in fucking Looney Town right now, guys. This is crazy.
He's turning into JD. The tank top morphs on him.
Yeah. I'm in fucking Looneyville right now. If you guys think you're fucking telling the truth here. No, this is way cooler.
This one. I like this one. This one
the
from
dark suit, right?
Yeah,
I like that. That's the Kane suit.
I like that suit. It's cool.
No, come on. The sensational Spider-Man suit's really
Kane
cool.
Parker.
When Mayday wears it looks better, but it's still a good suit.
It is a good suit. I just prefer the hoodie one.
How do you prefer the hoodie? The hoodie's stupid. No, it's cool. I like it. I just hate Ben Reilly.
It
would take a miracle. Suit? No, really that spider sucks.
It just looks like
it's all gibberish. The lines don't even like match on the top. I feel.
Yeah, it's like they all go to his heart. So
he's got a weird fingerless glove thing going on. And he was Spider-Man again for some reason, and that just makes me again fuck Ben Reilly. I don't think I'll ever like Ben Reilly.
Sure.
Unless I do someday. I'm sure I will. I mean, people change. I'm sure that my mind can be changed eventually. Just right now.
That's true.
Did you say that about religion?
No way, that's true.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I did say that about religion. I'm like,
Tyler, when was the last time you changed your mind on something?
Oh my god.
I feel like John Wick a little bit because like we were talking in the chat and you were like, I just couldn't watch these movies. And then you watched them. You were like, they were pretty fucking cool.
I never said that they were bad.
You watched the first one. You were like, I never like really felt the need to like watch the rest of them. And
no, I watched the first one when it came out. I liked it, and then the second one I watched, and then I got halfway through, and I think I was tired, and I stopped watching it, and I never finished it.
Okay.
I never like had anything against John Wick. I do really like John Wick. Last time I changed my mind on something, I have no idea.
And you like the Rise of Skywalker like a little bit when you saw it, and then now you don't.
I did too.
Yeah.
I hated that fucking movie.
It happens.
It does happen.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that something can get me to like Ben Reilly. And I know that all 2 of Ben Reilly's fans listening really don't like when I talk shit about him. But he's stupid and he sucks and he ruined Spider-Man for a while. And yeah. That's about he's worse than Paul. Come on, guys. He's worse.
Whoa. That's the most controversial thing you could ever say. You can say
especially
as
in
many swears as you
2023
want.
when
That
people
was
will bend over backwards for Ben Reilly for no fucking reason. Like he's always been their favorite character because again, he's got a cool costume.
so you
Guys,
say it's cool.
what are we doing? They both.
That being
suck.
said, yeah, he does suck. I mean, he was in Harper, help me out. Iron Man run. He was in that Iron Man run. Claremont.
He was in the
he
was in
the
the Campbell one.
But
He
because Iron Man was recruiting like a team of nobodies, and they said that before what he
team
was
of
doing,
the worst characters.
yeah, Ben said before Iron Man came to recruit him, he was a janitor at a museum. That's what he was doing.
Oh, I was even thinking Stan Lee in Captain America.
No.
People are so pissed because Nick Lowe, who I don't like Nick Lowe, so anything he says I already don't like. But he said that they can't find a place for Ben Reilly in the modern Spider-Man books, and people are like, that's fucking bullshit. He deserves a spot. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you guys are mad about that? Of course they can't find a place for him. He was the worst character from 30 years ago. You know, he's a 90s character.
Make him the Scarlet Spider.
Dude,
that
how many 90s
sucks.
invented characters besides like goddamn Venom? Oh God, just makes me mad.
Deadpool,
More nowadays, it's gone more from those Spider-Man books pissing me off to people talking about Spider-Man that's pissing me off. Like the books were really bothering me.
Okay, we'll move on.
It's just like Spider-Man is pissing me off. I'm feeling J. Jonah Jameson.
We'll move on to Spider-Man. Next Spider-Man news is in Spider-Verse. There's TV spots happening right now.
Is Ben Reilly in them?
Yeah, but they're actually showing a lot of Spider-Man characters.
Like,
so maybe stay away from TV spots if you don't want them spoiled, because they have revealed a lot of new
feel
ones.
lightheaded.
I just want to say one that I thought was really fun. Spider-Man from Spider-Man Miles Morales, specifically the cat that wears a suit.
Yeah, I did see that. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same cat, I don't think, but
it's still an orange cat in a Spider-Man mask. So,
but I don't think it's not the same.
Probably not. Yeah, but I thought that was fun.
I think there's also like a monkey Spider-Man or something, maybe like a rhino Spider-Man. I saw
there was a T-Rex Spider-Man.
T-Rex Spider-Man. What was the Batman one? Batmanosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
So this one would be Spider-Manosaurus Rex.
Yeah. Awesome. Across the Spider-Verse also had the first 30 minutes shown at CinemaCon. And
30 minutes.
Yeah, apparently it's a lot of Miles and Gwen swinging through the city, and it's just an incredible scene. But also Gwen mentions that every universe she's seen Peter die or Gwen, every single universe you see Peter and Gwen fall in love, and then one of them dies, and she wants to try to not have that happen.
Well, she said that every universe Gwen Stacy gets with Spider-Man, it doesn't end up well for her. So she doesn't want to be with Miles because I guess she thinks that it'll get her killed or him killed.
Yeah, basically.
But then they'll kiss at the end of the movie, or they won't, and they'll kiss in the next movie.
I bet we were fun.
Yeah. Oh, that would be sad.
Craven,
the exact same scene.
Craven is
we
an R-rated movie.
Fucking Craven.
R-rated, gonna make a $1 billion, baby.
Fight someone, blood pours out. Apparently, Rhino is at the end, and the description of the trailer says that.
Say the line.
He says that the actor becomes the Rhino by turning into the Rhino. What does that mean?
You hear the line that he says, that the Rhino says? He says, I bet you're wondering why they call me the Rhino. Get fucked. Go to hell. What is Sony doing? They're ruining this stuff. Like, why can't we just have Spider-Man? The whole Spider-Man versus Craven in a Spider-Man movie.
Rhino's a big guy who gets stuck in the suit and he can't get out.
Yeah, no, he's gonna transform into a Rhino man.
That might be the funniest thing I've ever heard. I bet you're wondering why they call me Rhino.
Yeah. Imagine when they release that trailer for real and we get to see it, and they're releasing it like it's a mic drop.
It's literally gonna be literally Morbius again, bro. It's Morbius again.
But somehow this has a smaller audience because it's rated R.
Yeah.
It's oh god, it's
they really messed up there.
Why can't we just do Craven versus Spider-Man? What happened to doing Spider-Man villains versus Spider-Man? Why can't we do
rated R, but the movie with Carnage now we gotta
Venom we can't dare risk it. But we're gonna have Craven be an animal lover. I mean, I guess that'll be a good palate cleanser from this movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. We'll get animal lover Craven.
I don't think that's
So
really what I
stupid.
need in my life. Like, oh, Guardians was tough. I need a Craven movie.
I need a
make me
Craven
feel
movie to
better. Like,
clean my palate right now.
It's good.
Like I've got animals. I'll just be with them for a little
Do you
bit.
think they were too? Do you think they were scared of it? Do you think they're like, if this guy kills animals, people won't like it? He's a bad guy.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
he's the bad guy.
No.
That's why
He's a.
But you can't root for a guy that bad. Although
Then
Anakin
don't make the
Skywalker murdered
fucking
children, didn't he?
movie. I don't get it. Don't
Yeah.
make the fucking movie. Don't make a Craven movie. They're making a movie. It's called Craven the Hunter.
Tyler,
What the fuck?
okay? Tyler, you say that as if they aren't in post production on Madam Web. Like,
Well, that doesn't make it better.
And
though.
Venom 3
No,
is
but-
filming right now.
but I
Still
would
under
argue Madam
Spider-Man.
Web is even worse. I think that's even sillier
I
because it's
agree. I
Madam Web.
agree.
Like Craven,
Yeah.
at least you can make a stupid action movie
There's a
with a
good
big buff guy.
There's a good
Like,
Craven story. There's never been a good Madam Web story. And there's been like 5 Madam Webs.
Yeah, that's true. Next bit of news. I just gotta go let my dog out. She's barking. So Tyler, Meg as the Thing.
Oh, yes. So Mila
it's not
Kunis.
true.
No, it isn't true because she said it's not true. But they were saying that
Oh.
apparently Marvel is looking at male and female castings potentially for Ben Grimm, which is a stupid
Here we
idea,
go.
right? Like that's
Here
a
we
dumb
go.
idea. Oh, like I know that.
Ooh.
Listen, here's the thing, guys. Is generally you can race bend a character, you can gender bend a character. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But Ben Grimm, come on, there is a she thing. There's literally a she thing.
There's a she thing.
Sharon Ventura, she thing. She's a character in the Marvel comic books. Who would have thought? If you're gonna do thing as a female, just do she thing. Don't make Ben Grimm. I just can't imagine 10 years down the line when they're making Fantastic Four 3, and I'm like, oh, I forgot that Ben Grimm is still a woman. It's like this isn't the Fantastic Four. It's just not the same, you know.
It's
Ben
a controversial take.
It's not controversial. It's
I don't
not
think. I don't think
controversial at
it's
all.
not. It's not.
It's and he said Meg again because Mila Kunis was apparently being eyed to play Sue Storm, but she went on James Corden and she said that she knows who is the Fantastic Four, which implies they've been
What?
cast. Yeah, she said I'm not in the
Why would she
Fantastic
know?
Four, but I know. I don't know, but she said that. She
Is
said,
Ashton
I don't
Kutcher
know.
Mr. Fantastic?
That would be
why would she
hilarious,
know?
wouldn't Yeah, but so that's that's I guess that. I think that's so dumb though. Like, come on, guys, what are we doing? But apparently Matt Shackman is very driven to cast a Jewish actor as Ben Grimm, which is cool.
Good.
But
Good.
yeah, I'm saying female thing is a no-go for me.
Okay,
I'm
JD.
turning into JD this episode. I'm just getting angry.
He was very strongly opinionated. I never found out why he just started screaming slurs.
Oh, jeez.
All of them.
Yeah, every single one. Didn't miss a single one. It was actually, I hate to say it, was impressive. Like he didn't
Did
miss
them
a
in
single.
order of the
I was
alphabet.
like, is he gonna? And then he did. I was like, oh,
Did you
can't,
guys
can't believe you remembered that one.
Talk about Margot Robbie and Adam Driver.
No, Margot Robbie.
Neither of
was
those are
offered
true.
Sue Storm.
No.
You don't think it's true?
I
I
don't
feel
think
like it
it's
could
true.
be true, but I don't
I
think
feel
she's
like
going
it's
to
true.
play Sue Storm. Adam Driver again.
That's what
They're
I
saying
mean.
he's
I
a-
don't think.
they're
I don't
saying he's
think
a
they're
lock,
gonna end
but-
up. No, he's not.
I don't know. I just again, I don't really care until they announce it.
Same.
I've spent so much time in my life.
Yeah, because
And
General Hux. Yeah, Kylo Ren is not playing Mr.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I know who is.
Armitage Hux.
But the sequels aren't canon, so that doesn't really count.
I know who's playing Mr. Fantastic though.
Who is?
You're talking to him. I'm back,
Oh.
baby.
Mark?
Oh,
Ooh,
Mark,
yeah,
what?
baby.
You get to play 2 geniuses in one universe.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
I said,
Sorry,
I said a
sorry,
compliment.
I
I
apologize.
was complimenting you,
I
Mark. You
really,
don't have to hurt
really
me
do
like that.
apologize. They were looking at me to play the thing.
Mhm.
That
But
makes
then every
sense.
time they said smash, I kept fucking all the female cast members.
Mm.
They didn't
Oh.
like that. They didn't
No,
like that.
Yeah, that's
Your
bad.
cousin.
Oh, we both know how is she in that show. I'll tell you what, I was pretty mad when she got with Daredevil.
Jealous.
I was,
Daredevil.
I was like, oh, I'll make that kid blind. I'll tell you what.
Mm. Were you,
That's
doesn't have a time
the,
machine.
you were driving the chemical truck, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I drive your mom to bed. So ask me anything about Fantastic Four.
It's because he.
Who's the
bores her to
villain?
sleep.
Is it Doom or are you doing something else?
Mole Man.
Nice.
Ooh, I like
Actually,
Mole
I'd be
Man.
okay with that.
Yeah,
Well,
you
apparently
like
it's
that, don't
Galactus.
you?
Who did they say is going to get cast as Galactus? I heard some whack ass choice.
Andy Samberg. I can
It
confirm
literally
that now.
might have even been Andy Samberg. Hold up, I gotta check.
Oh my goodness.
No, it was some wacky ass.
Wow.
Oh my god, it was fucking Antonio Banderas. It was Puss
Antonio
in Boots
Banderas. Yeah, Puss in Boots.
as Galactus.
Little pussy,
The
I call him.
Who's your favorite?
Devourer?
Fearless.
Pussy Boots.
Devourer.
Pussy Boobs. Who is
You
your
guys wanna know the-
greatest
You want
cosmic
to go?
devourer?
You guys want to know the post-credit scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so bit controversial. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman CGI returns to the role of Black Panther.
Only in the
True.
post-credit scene, though. Do we ever see him again?
No, he doesn't show up again. It's just for
It's
this
like
movie.
the exact scene from Mandalorian season 2 finale.
No,
with Luke.
no, idiot. No. This is how the scene goes. It goes like this. Most unfortunate about the security breach on Jeddah, Director Krennic. After so many setbacks and delays, and now this. Rogue One talking.
Rogue One, the literal same scene.
No, he's literally the same scene, same costume. They're looking at the
But
Death
it's
Star.
now it's Chadwick Boseman, but he is T'Challa.
No, he's talking.
The crossover.
That
You
makes
know,
sense.
every time the Marvel Instagram posts that, hey, look, there's Star Wars comics out, all the comments are saying the Marvel
Marvel
Star
Star Wars
Wars comics out.
crossover!
Yeah,
So
fucking
I
idiots.
guess,
Yeah.
I guess it's true.
So that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
Got it.
Do you know who's directing it?
Yeah.
Isn't there a director already confirmed?
Yeah.
Roman Polanski.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god.
All right.
Oh no.
Looking forward to it.
Oh no.
That's all the
He
news.
makes good movies. It's just no. Fuck that guy.
There's
Jesus
some-
Christ.
Yeah, fuck
There's
that
some,
guy, he's a cunt.
there's some comic books that came out this week, and JD sent me voice messages for his thoughts.
JD's such a nerd. He likes talking about comic books.
I
We're
know,
talking about
right?
cool things like movies.
Yeah, hello, JD. We actually have a picture of JD doing the like finger stuff. too.
Yeah, I like recorded that clip, and there was a perfect moment where JD specs and everything. He's got his two front teeth showing. He's like,
Actually,
where
I'm gonna
is
play
that
his
photo?
thoughts on the Flash 798. I haven't heard these yet because I haven't read that. So who asked
Flash
JD?
798. Isn't this just the last Jeremy Adams? Or one of the
I
one
think
of
he
the
has-
last
he has
two?
two more. Yeah, he's on it. There's a picture. All right, wait, hold that up again as I play this.
We finally see Wally and Linda's third kid born, and his name is Wade West, which is obviously a reference to Mark Wade. Love that. And yeah, this is like the last two issues of Jeremy's run, and
Literally what I
it's a
said.
nice little like space adventure. Time adventure is cool. But they gotta go save Wade West. He's already been taken as a baby. So something about those West babies, they just have bad luck. But I'm interested and can't wait for the next issue.
JD recorded this at
The-
Coachella.
Oh, I see. I love that he
Coachella.
says. I love
Bro
that
doesn't want to
he-
go to the movies, but he goes to Coachella.
Oh, I
JD
heard Frank
says-
Ocean was playing with it, but then someone else came on, so he was the guy throwing all the water bottles.
I love that JD says the West children always have bad luck. He's referring to the time they were miscarried because Hunter Solomon.
yeah, exactly.
That's what he
Hunter
refers to
Solomon.
as bad luck. They were
Oh,
miscarried.
that's bad luck, man.
To be fair, they were miscarried, they were brought back, and then they were erased from history. So
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
you
Probably
guys
not
like
the
the
best.
name Wade West?
That's fucking stupid. That's a dumb name. Why does
It's
that have to be
like-
WW?
it's-
It's like Mark
It's a-
Wade.
I know, but it's still
it's a weird,
dumb.
yeah.
Wade West. Nah, I thought it was literally like I'm like Deadpool. What are they doing?
Well, like Irie and Jai are like they feel like actual names. Wade West definitely
Do
just
they?
feels like
I've always thought like I.
You think
it's
Jai
Iris, right?
West and Iris West, you think those don't sound like
Iris
names.
fun. I don't.
Tyler
Irie
J.
nickname.
Torres.
But Jai? Is it J or is it Jai? What is it?
It's Jai.
I say Jai. Yeah.
It's Jai. That's how it's
Jai
spelled.
West.
Jai, yeah.
No, he's like a little redheaded white kid. Jai West.
He's
This
not
doesn't feel- it
redheaded.
just what is he?
He's got
Brunette.
dark hair.
Does he?
He's got Linda's hair. Irie
I
has
literally
red
don't
hair.
give a shit about these characters. I forgot. I
I know.
forgot.
Dude,
I don't
we're,
like
we're
the
talking
Flash
about
yet.
the Flash. Like,
Yeah.
as if Tyler
In a
gives
week though,
fuck.
who knows? I'm gonna start reading the Flash next week.
I don't think you'll change your mind.
You don't think I'll change my mind? I never do, famously.
I didn't mean it like that. God. Jesus.
Batman 900 was
I read it.
the
I read
first
it,
half
actually.
boring multiverse stuff, but
Yeah,
then the
second half.
last few pages, whoa, that was fun. Did you like it?
I did like it. I didn't even know the Frank Miller part. I didn't know that was Jorge. I don't know why I didn't assume that was Jorge on
He
art. But
tried
he's
to
literally
match the art, yeah.
it was fantastic. He just literally did the Frank. Jesus Christ, the Frank Miller stuff.
Yeah, and even Batman Beyond and everything, like they matched the artwork, like that's all Jorge right
Yeah,
there.
I love it. It was great. Even
This is like how you do the multiverse. This should have been the entire story instead of doing this like, oh, this Joker
the
is
costume is
sane
fantastic too.
for
The new one.
Yeah, the new one.
I fucking love it.
I hope it sticks.
I love it so much.
There it is.
I love that. Harper, have you heard anything about this issue
No.
besides the multiverse stuff? There's a part where he meets Adam West and he's checking his belt, and the shark attacks him, and he checks and he sees the shark repellent in the belt, and he goes, "Finally, I meet a Batman more prepared than I am." And he
love
sprays him
That's
with
awesome.
with the shark.
That
Yeah, isn't
actually-
that awesome?
That's
so
actually
good.
awesome.
He laughs to himself. He like you see a smile on his face, and he's like, "Finally, I meet a Batman more prepared than me."
This guy's got fucking everything, bro.
This guy has a shark
Yeah, he
repellent.
smiles.
Yeah, he's a little smirk on his face.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he's like shocked about that. Even then, like basically the story is this guy's going through the multiverse and Batman has a tether on him so he can follow him everywhere. But every time he enters a world, the Joker reappears. Even the Joker's been dead there, the Joker comes back to life, more insane than usual. So even like the Adam West, like that universe's Joker is saying like, "I'll kill you, Kid Crusader." It's like that seems pretty dark for Caesar.
For him, yeah.
Romero.
He used to just like
Cesar
he used to-
Ramirez one, yeah.
He used to
just
challenge him to, like
pranks
surf
people.
offs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
He'd be
even-
like, "This varsity basketball team is cheating." Like that's what the Joker used to care about.
but even like Adam West's reaction to that is like, "You're more twisted than ever, Joker."
That's funny.
You're more twisted. But yeah, even like Jorge tried to match Alex Ross's art style there. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, Injustice Batman's right there too.
Yeah.
But not Injustice Earth 2 Batman or whatever. It's
It's Injustice 1.
the
right?
Injustice from actual. Yeah, it's so weird. It's the Batman that's actually good Batman, and not the Insurgent Batman.
I really like how he meant Arkham
Oh,
Batman.
the Batman that came over.
Yeah,
From
that's
the-
that's the one
Yeah,
that Jorge drew.
yeah.
Huh? Why?
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
normal Batman.
I like the Arkham scene. It was cool. I like the Arkham games and like the Joker's
Mm.
back in this universe and Batman goes like, "He lay in my arms dead. I tried to save him, but even still, a weight lifted from my shoulders that day." Like it's cool. He's talking about
Yeah.
Arkham City's ending,
Mm.
and yeah.
Oh,
he's
is he?
teleport away.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, because
Wouldn't have picked it.
It's cool.
I like
and,
that he sees Terry and he assumes that he's Bruce.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Terry takes off his mask, and old man Bruce calls him Terry, and our Bruce is just like, "Terry, that's a new one." He just has
technically, I
no
guess
idea who
even-
this guy is.
Yeah, even Bruce, and technically, I guess it is Bruce Wayne because technically Terry McGinnis
Yeah, the
I guess
retcon.
is a clone Bruce Wayne, right? Which is dumb, but what?
Don't spoil the epilogue. Remember that?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
just spoiled the epilogue.
I know.
That's like the one thing they all people that are fans of the wow, I can't talk. Animated series say, don't spoil the epilogue. Don't spoil the fact that blah 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 is blah blah blah. And you've done it.
Look
You've
at
done the
Hunter,
thing.
man. You're literally gonna become the High Evolutionary by the end of this.
She eats
Next
everything.
episode, next episode, the cat's got like a metal plate indented in its head.
No, it's to help. I'm making. I don't like. I'm not trying to make her perfect.
I'm perfecting him. I'm perfecting him.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not perfecting her. I just don't like her the way she is. So, Keaton's cool. He was.
He
Cool.
looks cool.
He
I
looks
recently
great.
went back and watched that movie
It's good.
recently. That movie's so dumb. It's actually good. I actually did like it.
It is good.
It's dumb as fuck though.
It is. Yeah. It is entertaining though. But yeah. That was that. I guess JD's thoughts on this. I'm gonna say he didn't like it.
He obviously hated it. I mean, it's the multiverse.
Just
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
Thank you.
there we go.
Okay, Batman number 900. I'll be honest, didn't really feel much. Like, I get the whole pump up was like, oh, we're gonna see Batman 89 or Batman 66. They're like what, 1-page gimmicks each. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do this whole multiverse arc, why wasn't that like spend an issue with each Batman? Like, that would have been the easiest thing to do for me. So I feel like that was kind of a waste of hyping it up of like, oh, these are the big Batman. So overall, I'm really not feeling Batman. I'm really considering dropping after this.
You guys hear the background sounds like he's at an Italian restaurant. Like, do you hear the music there?
He's like, I'm not super sure on this issue. I'll take the carbonara. Anyway, I thought the cameos were a little bit silly.
I thought this came with 2 meatballs. This is just 1 big meatball.
you hear like an accordion come on.
What, page gimmicks each? I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do this whole multiverse arc, why wasn't that like spend an issue with each Batman? Like, that would have been the easiest thing to do for me. So I feel like that was kind of a waste of hyping it up of like, oh, these are the big Batman.
You hear a guy and they're like, get out of the lobster tank, Eddie.
And last comic was Shazam #1, which was great. Did you read this?
I'll read it. I will read it.
Is it Wade? Is it Wade?
Wade and Mora.
And Mora.
More of that.
Have you read a single issue of World's Finest yet, Harper?
Throne Ascendancy Chaos Rising is a good book.
Fair enough.
Probably one of the best Star Wars novels I've read, I think.
Oh, that's one of the best Star Wars novels I've ever read, mate, thanks.
So Shazam doesn't want to go with Shazam anymore because he can't say his name without turning into Billy.
Because me can't read.
So he fell. It said like he fell into the ocean at one point, and Mary and Freddie were making fun of him, be like, "Oh, Captain, my Captain!" And so now they just call him the Captain. And
I think Mary Marvel ought to get a spin-off movie, in my opinion. You ask me? I think Mary
should have been the lead.
It should have been the lead movie. There's 2 reasons why. People always say that. That's so dumb. That's the dumbest thing that people say. I see 2 reasons why she should have her own movie. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's a good issue. Just Billy hanging out. Talkie Tawny, he just lives in the foster home now.
The lizard, the tiger. The tiger is what I meant to say.
Yeah, he cooks and cleans as long as they give him a place to stay. So he's, there's a reason the writer's strike is happening right now. So that's all I'm saying. He's not getting paid. So, but yeah, it's just the art is amazing. It's a fun story of Shazam. Just he's back. His family isn't.
Do you
though.
think
Mary's
he's
the
going
only
to be here
one.
for the long run? Wade,
yeah. I hope so. I don't know.
How
Jeff
long
Johns
does this realistically
said he
go?
was
Like, I don't get how Green Arrow has to get 12 issues, but Shazam can get it ongoing. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't get it.
That's true. Jeff Johns said that he wanted to be on Shazam for years and years, and he was only on it for 1. So we'll see. Is that JD? Any circus spot in your end or season 2 filming?
Is that JD?
I noticed the white, on the shoulders. But yeah, the issue ends with he saves the city, and this woman comes up to him, and she's just like, "You saved me and my children. You saved us all. How can we ever thank you?" And Shazam says, "Well, since you ask, you can get the hell away from me, you pathetic stinking cow," and slaps her down and then screams, "You're thankful for me? You should be thankful for all you pitiful, stupid peons. You should be on your knees with gratitude. You should feel blessed that someone as incredible as I am would even dirt my hands with you. Who do you think I am, you worms?" And he just screams that, and then the issue kind of ends.
Billy, what are you doing? Mr. Mind?
Possessed by some, probably.
Yeah, worms.
Yeah. Yeah, and JD says, I'll wait for Harper's cue.
I ordered spaghetti. This is angel hair.
Anyway, Shazam, I like Mark Wade, so thank you.
Start. I mean, Dan Mora just doesn't miss. That's just plain and simple. Mark Wade using like kid words like hella and fire, a little weird, but I mean, whatever.
He's always got an issue with that.
How do you do fellow kids? He's trying. I'm interested. The ending had me interested, and yeah, I just hope this is the definitive Shazam run. I'm all in on this one.
All in. Melbourne is all in.
Yeah, that's why it's happy JD here.
Yeah. JD's always got an issue when they're writing like slang into books. I mean,
yeah,
it's not that big of a deal. I don't think.
He's like, no, Mark Wade's he's not a kid, so we shouldn't be writing kids like kids.
Hella. That's the thumbnail that you're already making. Yeah.
I like this Venom and Moon Knight team. And yeah, that's all I
Is it Jed McKay who wrote
Yeah,
that?
it's Jed McKay.
Wow.
It's basically
Jed
Dylan
McKay's
Brock comes to Moon Knight and he's just like, hey, my dad said I could trust you if I'm in a bad situation. Moon Knight's like, what? I don't even really know your dad.
This is the video you guys are watching right now.
Wow.
That actually looks. We haven't even seen that yet. That looks good.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, that's the Bada Booey.
That's the Bada Booey.
That's the show.
We're never doing that Star Wars episode, are we?
I mean, no. Are we doing it? I thought we were talking about doing it actually doing it this weekend.
We do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I can.
All right, I guess it's
There's no
happening.
way this will work.
It's not coming out, but
yeah, like every time we go,
How
that
many
actually
times-
works.
Well, it's because I think you got to stop jinxing it and talking about it on the goddamn podcast because something always comes up when we talk about it on the podcast.
it's true.
Your
When we
aggression
don't.
towards me today, Tyler,
I'm
is
just angry today,
deeply
man.
upsetting.
I'm
I
just angry today.
I need a friend right now.
No,
I'm struggling and I
Harper-
need a friend.
Harper, blame me. I mentioned the words Ben and Riley.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You mentioned them again. Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go.
No, but Hunter, I brought up Last Jedi when we were talking about Guardians, so that shit's on me, man. Like,
Oh, it's okay, man. No, I'll take the bullet here.
it's yeah.
Well, when we're done recording, we have the thing where we strap those like electric collars to our legs, and then Tyler activates it on like a scale of 1 to 10.
You mean the
Yeah.
thing we do after every podcast where we go, that was a good podcast, and then everyone comes up with a different excuse for why they need to leave immediately, as though we're not really friends, but we're just here to record a podcast and that's it. It's
Oh,
a bit of insight for the
yeah,
audience.
on my way, Mom. My mom left me years ago. I don't know why that was. My
She's in Australia, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
On my way, Hunter's mum.
My mom left me years ago.
I don't know why. I should have said Dad. I guess he's not
Hunter,
even.
I've
Yeah.
been looking at your shirt the whole episode.
Thoughts?
What material is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it like
A
a silk
satin.
shirt?
Yeah, yeah, it's silk. Yeah,
It's nice.
you know Sydney Moon.
Sydney Moon.
She made it for me.
It's a
Silk.
silk reference.
Yeah. Harper, nice. Is that a shirt or a sweater? I thought it was a sweater this whole time.
That's just a t-shirt.
Is it you got a Squid Game t-shirt?
that's stupid as fuck.
That's the Mr. Beast thing, right?
Yeah, yes. That is the Mr. Beast thing.
I have to end this. Okay, thanks for listening.
That
Be
is
back-
very funny.
Be back next week, probably. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Hey,
Welcome
and
to a
you-
hero story
yeah.
after dark. It's a post-credit
Ooh.
scene.
So we were
Ooh.
talking for 7 hours, and now it's midnight for all of us, which is weird because they're all in different time zones. But
And your light is still out, yeah.
I just have like a big
That's how we know that you're
big
faking
light
it.
there.
Yeah.
It's a floodlight outside his
But yeah, we
room.
were
Exactly.
discussing how great the episode was, and my shirt was complimented. But they mentioned I got
That
comic
was on the
sign
podcast.
that I. Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry, it's been 7 hours since we.
Yeah,
recorded
we've been
that.
talking all night.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to Calgary Comic Con this past weekend, and it was a good old time. And I met a ton of comic creators, including Vincent D'Onofrio. And there's a picture on my Instagram of my
My
girlfriend. and I
favorite
did
comic
a little-
creator. Yep.
Yeah. So my girlfriend and I did like a pose with him. Scariest moment of my life.
Why?
So what
Usually, have you ever done a photo op with a celebrity at a comic convention?
I see
Never
you
once.
paid for my photo op.
Usually, here's what
Once.
happens, right? You're in line.
Right.
And
Maybe
they're just
once,
like,
maybe once.
all right, they go in and just like, all right, so you have like, take your time, shake his hand, ask him a question, then they'll take the picture, we'll move on, okay? But like as soon as they take a picture, you gotta go, kind of thing, because there's a line. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay. So we get there, and the person, like 2 people are ahead of us, and the person's just like, hey, just so you know, you just gotta take the picture and go. I'm like, oh, okay. Can I ask him a question? And the person says like, you just gotta go. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna ask the question anyways. So we get there, and I walk over to him. I'm looking up at him because he's Kingpin, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Hey, can we do like a fun?"
What does the
picture?
Batman Who Laughs sound like?
Like, can we do like a fun picture where it's just like, we're acting like we're fighting you, or maybe like, because my girlfriend's dressed as Electra Daredevil, like maybe she's like attacking us, and I'm like your henchman. Can we do that? And he just stares at me, and he doesn't say anything. For like 5 seconds, it's just silent, and he just stares at me. And then I go, or we could just do a normal picture.
Oh my god!
And then
wow.
immediately after, he goes, so you're my henchman. And I'm just like,
I was getting into character.
yeah, but like we do a normal picture, and he immediately grabs my girlfriend Chelsea's arms and like pulls her over like aggressively too, and goes, "You stand here, you stand behind me, and we'll try to like act like we're just gonna hit her." I'm like, okay. so we do the pose, and they take the picture, and it's like, okay, next, and then he goes, "Wait, don't wait. It doesn't make sense. I think both of you should be like, you're fighting me, or maybe we could do something where she's protecting you, or actually, you know what? You stand." And he grabs me and he pulls me over, and then he grabs Chelsea and pulls her. Like he's not even asking; he's just putting his hands.
Just doesn't give a fuck.
He liked the idea suddenly. He's just like, all right. So, and he goes to Chelsea like, just. Do you guys hear that?
Yes.
No.
My blind
like,
dog. My blind dog walking to my cat. Sorry.
Oh, that sounds like the setup for a bad joke. So a blind dog walks into a cat.
And he goes
My
to Chelsea.
blind
He's
dog
just
walks
like,
to a cat.
all right, we're just gonna look into each other's eyes. Ready? And he goes, and you're just looking. I'm just standing in the background doing my pose, and then he's just like, take the picture. And then they take the picture, and he just stands there and he just stares at us, and I'm just like, thank you. And we just leave, and he doesn't say anything.
You think that'll be on Graham
Wow.
Norton?
Think it'll be, yeah.
Yeah. Will people call you a creep on Graham Norton again because
I
he looks
was
older?
so
That was crazy.
I don't know. I've never felt so much fear when I gave my pitch and he didn't say anything.
I just love that because like Charlie Cox was originally going to be there and he dropped out. I love the idea that
second.
the same events played out, but Charlie Cox is standing there horrified. Like he's just like, you stand there, you stand there. And Charlie Cox is like, bloody hell, in it. Like,
Oh, this is crazy, mate.
I watched him,
Say
like,
we're not in character anymore.
I watched
mate.
him like drag Chelsea's arm, and she was just like, "Oh, okay."
that's
It's
crazy.
like we were treating us like chess pieces.
Well, to
Damn.
him, you are, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, technically, he has a deep voice.
He's a
yeah.
big man.
Well,
Like
he's a kingpin, bro.
But yeah, I finally met the villain of Jurassic World.
Yep.
Yeah, you
wanted
met
to-
Vic
who wanted-
Hoskins,
yeah.
bro. You met
He
Vic
wanted to put
Hoskins.
He wanted to put guns on dinosaurs and send them to
And
Iraq
put them in
or
the
whatever.
military.
So stupid.
That's like
God.
his goal.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I also met, like I said, a bunch of comic creators got books signed, and yeah, we might have some on the podcast pretty quick. Maybe.
Oh wow, this is a proper post-credit scene, bro. We're teasing the
saying.
future.
Teasing
Should we
the
name
future.
names?
Not yet, not yet.
No, we won't.
Oh, I also met both the voice actors for Miles Morales, which was pretty cool.
Both.
Well, like the Spider-Verse one and the Miles Morales
For
game.
these,
The Miles Morales game one, he's the nicest person I've met in my life. He was so cool.
the one from the movie just can't stop talking about Rosa Parks, man.
What is his name?
Is that it's not Shimizu.
No, that's the
Meek
one.
is the movie.
Yeah,
That's the movie one.
I don't remember.
Wow.
I don't even
Wow.
remember. Hold on.
Hunter's
hold
just
on.
like, I don't know, man. They're all the same to me. We're like, wow,
No,
Hunter, wow, bro.
Wait. I'll find.
What is
out.
this going to prove? This only proves our point
Yeah,
even
look,
more.
Yeah, well, you don't know it, so like,
I'm not even looking it up. I'm just looking down because I'm thinking.
What bullshit? You're not
I'm just
looking
looking
it up?
down.
Najito.
Najito. I think it's just Naji or something like that.
But there's TO at the end, so I'm just saying.
I don't know what it is. Anyway.
Stop eating the flowers. Kitty.
Oof.
Oh,
I thought
he
was gonna
is
drop.
kidding. It's the
I thought he
high
was going to drop.
evolutionary.
Yeah, Hunter's first F bomb. Stop eating the fucking
Oh, man,
flowers.
yeah. Open
I
the
almost
fucking
did.
door.
I was about I almost did I actually was gonna record a video of me holding this to send to you guys, but it's just screaming like the backbone. Moon Knight
Really?
Venom comic. Yeah, but I chose not to because I don't want to do it.
Let's fucking go. Venom and Moon Knight.
It would have been funny, I guess. But yeah, I already forgot his name. Najito, he was really cool. He talked to us for a while, and even though there was a line, like he was just talking about how much fun his life is right now, and this was like his first comic convention, and that he was loving
I'm
it.
happy
And then
for him. Great.
I'm just like, I know he can't say anything, but Spider-Man 2, and he's like, bro, it is the coolest thing in the world. And then just
That's
like, can he say anything? And he's just like, I can say Venom's in it. and Venom's the coolest thing ever. And I could say that
I'm in it.
Craven's in it, and Craven's terrifying.
Oh, you
And I
said
could say
Kraven.
there's a lot of returning villains and a lot of new villains too. But that's all I could say. But it's gonna
That's a
be hype.
decent chunk of information.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
cool.
I guess they never
And then-
said Craven technically. We're Mysterio, Sandman. We gotta get him. Come on.
Yeah, I hope so. And then like, is it still coming out this year? It's like it's still coming out this year. I'm like, I don't know if you know that, but it's cool to hear from him. And then yeah, when I met Shamik, who's the voice of Spider-Verse, he seemed shy.
The voice of the Spider-Verse.
I was just like, hey. And
The voice of Spider-Verse.
The main character of that movie, Spider-Verse.
yeah, he voices Spider-Verse. And I
Yeah.
was like, hey, can you sign my comic here? He's like, yeah. I'm just like, the other Miles Morales voice actor's here for the game. And I'm
The
gonna
other
get
Miles
him to
Morales is
sign
way
it,
better
too.
than you, man.
And he's
He
just
gave me a conversation.
oh, just like he signed the book too. Can you sign next to his name? And he's just like, yeah, I saw that he was here. I'm like, cool. Okay, bye.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was very quiet. While the other guy, he talked to me for like 10 minutes. It was really
They've
cool.
been dragging him around, man. You see how many videos that they're making of Spider-Verse stuff recently?
Yeah, that's true.
They're just in like a different green screen area every time, like
yeah, and he's traveling to
eating
Canada for
Takis
some
or whatever
reason.
they're
It's just
doing,
in
playing
like
with
he's
puppies.
stuck in Disney's The Volume. They just keep
Yeah.
putting him in there. And
Yeah, they put different.
Yeah.
It's just him and Haley Steinfeld and like Daniel Kaluuya, and they just have to do the same interview like for 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I talked to Jed McKay about Avengers a lot. I talked to Jeremy Adams about Green Lantern, which he wasn't that confident about. Hopefully.
What?
Yeah, I was just like, Green Lantern, I'm a big Green Lantern fan. I'm really excited for your run. He's just like, yeah, the thing about DC fans, though, is sometimes they hate you and sometimes they like you. So we'll see what happens. Okay.
Damn.
But he
Thank
was
you,
also,
Jed.
I'm just like, oh, this was Jeremy Adams. I'm just
Oh,
like,
Jeremy Adams.
I'm just like, well, I mean, it should be pretty cool. Like, it's Hal Jordan. It should be fun. He's like, yeah, but you should see the John Stewart story that's in the back of the book. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Like, did you write that? And he's like, no, someone else wrote that. I'm like, okay.
Isn't that
not
Philip
a
Kennedy
big-
Johnson?
Yeah, that is Phil Kennedy Johnson, I believe. And then he kept talking. He's just like, yeah. And the thing is, like, I had to tie into Night Terrors at issue 3 and 4.
He's
which
just
kinda
complaining
sucks.
to you.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, that sucks, man.
Dude, they kicked me off the fucking Flash. Like,
He
fuck
was
these.
he was just like, I'm still mourning the Flash too, since I'm not on that anymore. I'm like, yeah, that sucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
You come back on the podcast.
yeah. And then I said that, and he said, yeah. Well, we're talking.
We're talking. We've got contact.
But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, but we
So,
talk. It's just the Joker.
yeah.
Well, I think we should wrap this little post-credit scene up with a bit of a reenactment. Tyler, you know what to do. Tyler, turn around.
Oh,
Turn around so the back of your head is, please. To challenge them is to court death.